모두 급습을 노렸어요 서로.
네, 이재동 선수가 로보틱스를 확인하고 나서 빠르게 리버가 오겠구나라고 생각하고 수비적으로 플레이를 할 수도 있었어요. 근데 저글링이 안 들어가 봤으면은 그렇게 했을 수도 있다고 봅니다. 왜냐하면은 상대방이 어떻게 수비에도 투자를 하면서 리버를 준비할지를 모르기 때문에 말이죠. 수비를 해야 되죠. 근데 저글링까지 들어가 보니까 이거는 병력은 거의 없고 캐논도 준비를 안 하는 가운데 최대한 빨리 리버로 갔단 말이에요. 그러니까
지금 오버로드가 들어가면서 건물을 워프되고 있는 거 확인했지만 찍어보지 못했기 때문에 이게 뭐 로보틱스인지 아닌지 하지만 어쨌거나 이재동 선수는 의심을 했던 거고 사실 저글링 한기 들어간 게 너무 컸다는 생각이 좀 드네요.
그렇죠.
다 봤으니까요. 뭐 상대편에 패를 읽는 것과 다름이 없습니다.
일반적으로 이제 프로토스가 리버 드랍을 준비한다든지 뭔가 이렇게 약간 도박적인 수를 준비를 할 때 그래도 이제 캐논 정도는 준비를 하면서 이렇게 가거든요. 근데 그러면은 당연히 타이밍이 미세하게는 늦어집니다. 근데 타이밍이 여기서 이제
참 그 이재동 선수의 꼼꼼함이 이런 경기 결과를 낳았네요. 아무래도 조재거 선수가 정보가 그렇게 또 경기를 서로 해보지 않은 상태였기 때문에 분명히 뭔가를 준비할 것이다라는 어떤 생각으로 오버로드도 넣어보고 저글링도 넣어보고 이런 그 사전 꼼꼼함이 경기를 이긴 것 같습니다.
저거 보자마자 이재동 선수가 일종의 발끈 분노의 러시를 하게 되는 거죠. 아니 병력 이거 뽑아놓고 리버를 가? 리버 우리 동네에 오면 그걸로 끝나는 거고 리버 수비로나 써라 이러면서 저글링 히드라 보낸 거거든요. 근데 조재걸 선수는 이렇게 해놓고 내 챙거로 안 가고 리버 수비했으면 지겠다는 이야기거든요. 그러니까 일단 가본 거였는데 역시 이재동 선수가 화끈하게 뚫었습니다.
그렇습니다. 과감하게 앞에 가서 앞에도 진을 쳐서 그냥 들어갔기 때문에 이렇게 타격이 결국 복구가 되는 거예요.
뭐 비록 경기를 지긴 했습니다만 조재걸 선수의 어떤 이런 전략적인 승부를 띄운다라는 것도 조재걸 선수가 일반적인 패턴의 프로토스를 구사하기보다는 자신의 어떤 그 장점을 살리려는 노력이 엿보였다는 생각이 듭니다.
저때 또 리버가 드론을 완전 대박을 내고 많이 잡은 줄 알았더니 몇 개 안 잡아서 3개밖에 못 잡았었던 거였네요. 그러니까 리버가 와서 대박 낸 것도 아니었고 하여튼 이재동 선수의 판단이 굉장히 정확했던 거죠. 그때 가는 게 맞습니다.
Alright.
그러니까 지금 오늘 36강처럼
Let's test out
분석을 많이 하고 왔으니까 이렇게 되는 거지.
the sound.
만약에 그 조절 같은 선수 만나서 오늘 딱 당하면 그냥 거기서
That's pretty good.
바로 그냥 주저앉을 수도 있는 거예요.
그렇죠.
Good
그렇기
balance.
때문에 이재동 선수가 얼만큼 지금 16강에 올라가고자 하는 그 정성, 분명히 실력 차, 기량 차는 분명히 존재를 합니다만 아무리
Good to
상대가
go.
신해라고 할지라도 철저히 하겠다는 것이 일경에 나온 거죠.
그렇죠.
Hey, Jonathan, how's it going?
한기 정도라도 날아올 거를 예상을 해야 되기 때문에 히드라 준비는 하기는 해야 되고 뮤탈리스크는 약간 늦어지는 가운데 무지하게 빠른
The old
리버하고
chat check, thank you.
쫓아다니면서 드론들 좀 죽고 병력도 좀 잡히고 이런 다음에 속업된 셔틀이 살아서 본진으로 도망간 다음에
I think we're
투리버 태워갖고 그때까지 뽑아놨던
ready
질럿들로
to start here.
저가 쑥 밀릴 수도 있는 거거든요. 그러니까 초반에 선택을 어떻게 하느냐에 따라서
Oh, this game has a
큰
long
그림이 완전히
intro.
달라질 수도 있었어요.
자, 두 번째 경기 넘어가겠습니다. 맵은 매수사입니다. 가겠습니다. 시작하죠.
Oh, look at this intro though. I was about to skip over it. Let me miss out on this epicness. How's it going, Jonathan? Or anyone else who's here? This is
네, 조작을 밀어 첫 경기를 졌다고 하더라도 요즘
That's not correct.
프로토스들 예전과는 뭔가
Shadong versus Taza.
팀 내 이경민 선수와 더불어서 조재호 선수 팀 내
Hey, Babamats.
장비를 뿌려준과 동시에
We got checks in both the chats.
있었지만은 이제 프로토스 스스로도 변화가 필요하다는 걸 이런 신의 선수를
Alright, let's go and get started.
그러니까
You know, oftentimes when I take off the just starting, I give like a little intro about like hello there, and I plan on going back and like cutting it beforehand, and I never remember. YouTube's editing system is so jacked up and weird that it sometimes doesn't work, so it's like just gonna go, not gonna worry about trying to make any kind of intro or anything like that. Okay, I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. Hey, Diggity. J-Dog versus Pizza. That's correct. there's any force in the world more powerful than jail, it might be pizza. Or maybe I should say if there's anything more loved in the world than Jaedong, it might be pizza. I don't think pizza could take out Jaedong in a best of 5 though. How goes Original Sin? It's good. It's a game, by the way, in case anyone watching this is not sure of that. Divinity Original Sin. It's a turn-based strategy RPG. It's really fun. I've improved my gear a lot recently because I went to a new area, found some new stuff to buy, and also discovered that you can use the crafting system to like upgrade stuff. So I found like a plate armor recently that was really good. It was the highest armor level I've seen, and I was able to improve it twice using the crafting system. So yeah, no, Diggity was asking me about, you know, grabbing apples from the Garden of Eden. Is that what the original sin was? Was grabbing the apple? Is that what the original sin was, or something like that? Sort of. All right. We're not supposed to enjoy the original sin. This time I got seltzer water, which is kind of bad, but it's bubbly and it's cold, and that's kind of all I really want. So yeah, so I'm feeling good. I've had some really difficult battles. The new area that I'm in is like pretty tough. Feels like before there were some easy ones and some hard ones, and now like all the battles are kind of hard, except for one where I came across a group of drunk goblins, and they were not very difficult to take out. Drunk goblins. Got another widescreen VOD here, it looks like, so it's gonna be a little bit tough to fit it in.
그렇죠. 예. 근데 이 정도면 충분히 막을 수 있고요. 뭐 혹시나 저글링 발업까지 해서 난입을 시도한다고 하더라도
all of humanity inherits sin via being born.
또 함부로 이렇게 저글링 난입을 시도하기가 또 이재동 선수 쉽지 않아요.
Well, in that case, I don't remember how being born was. Actually, for me, I happen to know that being born was pretty traumatic. I actually like was not in good shape when I was born.
이거 조금 조재호 선수가 긴장을 해야 될 것 같은데 일단 상대가 발업한 걸 확인했고 저글링 숫자가 생각보다 지금 많이 생산됐기 때문에 여차하면 이거는 초반에 어떤 상황을 봤을 때
Anyway, I was thinking about streaming Divinity Original Sin a little bit, but no one really watches me when I'm not streaming Starcraft, which is fine. But also, it's like, you know, I kind of play it to like zone out. It's hard to zone out when you're streaming, you know? Anyway, so yeah, game's going well. I'm in like the second area. I've just discovered what I think is the lead on the third area. Only because I was looking up something about a unique item, and it was like, oh, you get this item on the I should talk about this game, by the way. Jaedong is like trying to tear down these stacked temples on the back, and I'm curious to see if he gets through them before Taza gets some sort of defenses over here. All he needs is one cannon there before the last temple goes down. But okay, the cannon's going up. Oh, there's one more. Picks up the probe. Nice. He's still going after these temples, even though the cannon's about to start Roasting lings.
예, 이기도 했고, 근데 지금 그 저 캐논 짓는 위치가 예, 저 중립
Casters don't seem very concerned.
저글링들을 때려주기 위해서는 좋겠죠.
So they must know that it's
나중에 히드라
harder to get through than that.
저글링 히드라로
How fast is he gonna pull his wings away?
이 중립 건물이 몇 안 남았다고 생각을 해갖고 예, 돌파하는 플레이를 한다고 했을 때는 예, 쏙 좋은
Last two lings.
예, 뭐 선풀을 가면서 이재동
Not
선수가
terrible.
가난하게 출발을 했지만 어쨌든 프로토스에게도 압박을 충분히
Only
줬고요. 거기에다가
50 minerals.
가난했지만 지금은 또 이 타이밍에
I wonder why he was going after that.
예, 부여함을 갖추고 있습니다.
초반에 저렇게
Like, why was he going after those temples? Is it just like forcing Taza? Is it like a mind game thing to like force Taza to defend? I guess.
정찰을 그 차단을 하다 보니까 조재걸 선수가 지금 그
Makes sense.
스타게이트 들어간 거는
That makes sense.
다수의 커세어를 모으겠다라는 의도보다는 현재로서는 일단 답답하니까
It's been
정찰을 해야 되니까 커세어를 뽑는
250 minerals
그런 정도로
defending
보입니다.
the back.
작정하고 들어갈 수 있는 이재동이기 때문에 봐야 돼요. 돈 써서라도 이 조재걸.
결국 운영 대결로 지금 진입을 했고요.
Hey, laid back, bro. How's it going? JJ Gits? JJ Giddies? JJ Gites? I don't know. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
이 정찰을 프로토스의 정찰을 저가 그
You're early today.
완벽하게 봉쇄를 했을 때 토스가 가질 수밖에 없는 서름입니다. 지금 막 본진 넥서스 옆에도 캐논 두 개나 지금
JJ.
모르는 거 아닙니까?
I don't remember what the second one I said was.
땡이들아 와갖고 저글링
Gites, I think? JJ Gites? Is that the right one?
커세어로 정찰이 되었기 스파이어가 정찰이 되었기 때문에 앞마당 입구 쪽에 그 땡이들아가 아니기 때문에
Minions is here.
한 거예요.
And he's using an emoji that I don't understand what is with that. Is it like a... Oh, it's an animated lurk emoji. On the restream chat, it doesn't show up as animated, which is too bad. But I switched over to Twitch and I saw the animation. Good call, Babamots. Good call. Have a good one. Yes, through the magic of the live stream, you may communicate with people on a completely different planet. I mean, website. It's magical. Was that another animated one? No, it's a non-animated hello. Okay. Nice. How you doing, minions? And sometimes it gets a little awkward because sometimes on YouTube it's delayed, and so like there's a little bit of an offset in the communication sometimes. Jaedong is beating kids. He is a kid. When is this from? This is from 2009. Jaedong's only like 18 years old or something like that. Yeah, I got a Chromebook on this side that I'm looking at the chat. I have the chat on my screen also, but sometimes it's hard to see because it's smaller. So I have to look over this one. Because I'm actually streaming on a laptop. But you are right about one thing, Chris. He is beating Taza. Things do not look good at all for Taza. He's about... Oh, he looks... Yeah, this is not good. When you lose the air battle and you got Jaedong's Mutalisks flying around your main, it's not great. Yeah, YouTube is delayed. I thought I changed it, and then it seemed to work, and it changed back. And every time I say, oh, I'm gonna remember to go back and like check to see if there's a setting to make it less delayed, and I always forget. Once my stream is over, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shut everything. Like, it's a tiring thing, and so like when the stream ends, I just want to like turn everything off and relax. And all right, peace out, JJ. So I always forget to check to see if there's a way to change the latency on YouTube. How did Taza end up in StarCraft 2? That's a good question. Hey, think quick. Yeah, Muta stacking was 2006.
그 어딘가 그 견제할 데 없나 기웃기웃하고
Unit stacking was
이렇게 되어
2006.
있어야 되는데, 지금 조재걸 선수는
And of course, it got better and better throughout the years too.
보지를 못하고 계속 잃었기 때문에 커세어를
Pretty sure it was
모으지
06.
못하고 있습니다.
총석탄대 지에 제공권 내줬어요.
Diggity might be right on that, but I just looked that up like a month ago, and I think I remember it being a 2006. Look at all these Corsairs flying for, I mean, sorry, Scourge flying away from Corsairs. Kind of interesting.
여기를 뚫는 것도 뭐 조재걸 선수에게는
Oh, we may have a guest star.
타격이 되겠습니다만,
Am I standing? No, I'm sitting.
그 캐논 하나 있었던 거 파괴된 거 조재걸 선수 알고 있으면서도 지금 속수 못 챙긴 거예요.
Sitting in a chair, but I got, so this is a laptop also, so normally I would have like a bigger monitor, but because I'm streaming on a laptop right now, because I'm still figuring out where I'm gonna live, so I'm staying with family right now, so I'm streaming from my laptop because I can't really set up my whole gaming PC. It's hard to defend on this map. I kind of remember this map, but not like super well. Ah, we're gonna have a guest on camera? We are! It's a kitty cat! Yeah, say hi to the stream, kitty cat. Say hi. Nope. Oh. Oh well, there she goes. I tried to get her to look at camera, she had no interest. I mean, this is a really weird map to defend because you got your front, you got the back up the ramp, and there's the GG from Taza, which we knew was coming for a while now. So yeah, hopefully soon, in the next 2-3 weeks, I'll be getting my own place. It's hard. It's really hard to find though a place these days anywhere. So hopefully I'll be getting my own place soon, and I'll be able to set up my whole battle station. And oh, more kitty cat in the background. And I'll be able to set up my streaming computer, which actually I think this laptop is actually technically better at streaming than that one. So it's not necessarily the computer itself, but it's just nice to have a bigger monitor and stuff. Gaming jackets don't look comfortable. I guess they probably aren't, are they? Let's see, should we watch more, Oh no, I was gonna watch more Jaedong, but I just saw this game down here. I can't not click on this. Wait, is it on the stream? Oh, it's on the bottom there. Bisu versus Stork. How do I pass up Bisu versus Stork? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. And this is from Incruit OSL. Turn that on there. The redemption works again, yes. Rainman said that he got it turned back on. He might have been the one to turn it off by accident. Or on purpose, but for, yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, so yes. Did we get a redemption on something? I missed it. Additional pylons. Nice. I want to what I want to do at some point is I'm going to try and set up a trigger so that when someone redeems an additional pylon, it'll put like a little pylon pop up right here, like a little warp-in pylon or something. Oh, yeah, it's not in the... This is from the year 2090, guys. We're watching Starcraft in the future. Actually, I should make sure I get this correct. Who is whom? I got them reversed. So let me change this. Stork versus Bisu. There we go. And then we can put this right here so people can see the colors and the names, just in case you care. You should redeem play a game with moletrap. Yeah. Do you have enough points for it, though, is the question. Do you have enough points for it? Alright, Bisu versus Stork. Let's go. Probably my favorite PvP to watch ever would be this. You got plenty? Okay. I thought I put the points number like pretty high, so that it would be really hard to redeem, so that people wouldn't be like redeeming it every single time. But that's fine. New Worlds games we call on scam. Nice. Can't go cast together any live events from 9 or 10 p.m. $26K. All right, Diggity's rolling in the channel points. You must have spent some time lurking on my stream or something like that. I think you said that you do that sometimes, where you just open up the channel for as a view bot. Hey Gorman, how's it going? So this is Stork attacking Bisu's base, by the way. He's actually getting some decent probe kills here. You have 200K for Artosis. I think I have like 60K on Artosis now or something. I was actually gonna. I'm planning on, at some point when I'm watching him, when he's not too distracted, I want to redeem. I'm gonna redeem not just the guy in the chat. If I Diggity, what I would do is I would wait for the right moment and redeem not just the guy in the chat like 5 times in a row. Just to be like, please. I wish I paid a little bit more attention at the beginning, but it's not that big of a deal. You're a mod there, nice. I'm not a mod there. I don't spend as much time there though. Chat suppressor. You could actually I saw once where someone had a channel reward that was I think it was 1,000,000 points or something like that. And someone, like, it was like a crazy thing too. It was like the channel reward was like, you know, stop the stream or like something kind of a little ridiculous. And someone redeemed it and he was like, what? That's crazy. Did you hack or something like that? And then the person redeemed it a second time. And he was like, what? Oh my god, how did you? You know, and well, it was a mod and he didn't realize that the mod could cancel the redemption to get the points back to do it again. So, yeah. So yeah, being a mod is cheating, I guess, in a way. But Arnie is hosting a pro gamer event later tonight. All right. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was something like some ridiculous, something ridiculous. I don't think it was that, but I say that because I saw another person. So there's this guy who does really, really good tutorials. He goes by Nutty. He does YouTube tutorials on basically like how to set up stuff for streaming, basically. And that he actually set up a system where channel points redeem things automatically and actually display things on the stream. So you actually can use channel points to actually affect what's on stream. Like he's got one that's like or I saw someone else do something similar. like a boop thing where you redeem for 1,000 points a boop. A little cartoon like paw goes right in the middle of the camera, the webcam, and it goes boop. So you can like boop the streamer. And he actually was, so Nutty was talking about how he was setting up more channel point rewards for his stream. And that was one of his rewards, was he actually had it set up that you could shut down the stream. It was not like you redeemed it and then he did it in response. It was hardwired in to his stream that if you redeemed that, it would set off a script that would stop his stream. It would actually stop it. So, which is pretty gutsy. Boop. So I want to do some stuff like that and set up some actual yeah, 4 a.m. I mean that's Korean tournaments for you, man. Unfortunately, they're always in the middle of the night in the States. So of course, I think Artosis knows that his audience is here, but in the States, but the players, he's not gonna be able to make the players play. I guess they would only have to play at like 10 in the morning or something like that. That wouldn't be that bad. So he's doing it prime time in Korea, I guess, instead of prime time here. Or I guess that's like the afternoon in Korea. It's like 5 p.m. in Korea. That's not that early or late. Oh, he actually landed a scarab on Bisu's Reaver. Why is Bisu fighting uphill? What the hell, Bisu? Bisu had more units, and he decided to fight uphill. What? So Bisu loses the battle? No, he's still gonna win the battle. He just had more stuff. How did that happen? That's crazy. Oh, because Bisu didn't expand. Oh. His scarabs were pretty good. Stork had the first scarab was the best from Stork. He actually landed a scarab on both of the Reavers, and then he killed one with the Dragoons to follow up. But after that, I guess he didn't do as well. Oh, this is an interesting idea. He knows he's contained, but he's gonna actually fly out with the Reaver. He should have done this earlier, maybe. Because he's not gonna be able to fire scarabs down the ramp. Oh, what is that Dragoon doing? What are you doing, Dragoon? Get back! Get back! Oh, did you see that? Look at that! He actually ran the Dragoon down to try and kill the other Dragoon. Ran up, and when he saw the scarab going after that Dragoon, he actually ran it back down the ramp so it would detonate out of range of the other Dragoons and wouldn't damage the other Dragoons. That's some sick stuff. Just look at that. Watch this. I think one of the Dragoons is low, and I think that's why he was going after it. No, it wasn't that low actually. I think that just glitched out. But watch. The scarab goes off, he pulls it back, he nudges it forward again. That is like high, ridiculously high level play right there. Was Bisu number 1 at any time? Yes. 2007. Bisu was probably the best player of 2007. At least the first, yeah. Like the end of 2006 into 2007. By the end of 2007, maybe not. Jaedong was winning stuff by then. But yeah, arguably there was a point in time where Bisu was the best player. But yeah, he won like 2 or 3 MSLs in a row actually. So Stork is breaking out now. This is really interesting. Look at what he did with the Reavers. Look what he does here. He's baiting stuff out the front, and he brings in the Reavers from the back, completely undefended. But Bisu is just not in a great position to deal with them. Look at this micro. He hovers the shuttle to bait out all the shots, and he breaks down the ramp with the Dragoons at the same time that he's breaking up with the Reavers. Like, who puts their Reavers in a crap position like that? And Stork does, and he makes it work. Absolutely genius, actually. Like, it's like so unexpected, but it actually was like, is this actually a good idea to put my Reavers out in the middle of nowhere by themselves right now? I think it is actually a good idea. No tosser listed as Bonjois in the Wikipedia article. I mean, Bisu was like, I don't. It's really hard to be a Bonjois nowadays, or like after the early days, because like Bonjois were people who were just like completely dominant. No one could beat them, or like they won most of the tournaments, and then the field got too heavy. There was just too many people competing that it got to a point where like people couldn't do that. I think Savior was considered the last Bonjois, right? Is Flash considered a Bonjois? Because there was never a point in time where Flash was the only one winning everything, right? I don't know. Here we go, battle number 2. This time Stork is fighting uphill. And Bisu has expanded, though. Oh, nice micro. So Stork actually wins this battle. But can he follow up? I don't think he can. Oh, he almost got that Reaver. It's a really good control by Stork. Oh, he dodged that shot. It's being very, very good with this Reaver and the shuttle. Oh, mwah. You just gotta love Stork and Bisu's shuttle Reaver micro is just like amazing. It's so fun to watch them both do it. Nice. Now he's dropping the main. Nice little dud scarab there. Yeah, I think it is really interesting what Diggity said. Like, he's the best of all time, but maybe he wasn't a Bonjois? Ooh, not a Boxer and Savior. Yeah, they're all earlier players. Boxer was like 2001 Bonjois. Nada was 2002-3 Bonjois. Oof was 2004 Bonjois. And Savior was 2006 Bonjois. So it's like, they kind of all had their eras. I wonder, I guess I'm not really sure what like the definition of Bonjois is exactly, because I was thinking of it as someone who's like completely dominant at the time, but like, I don't know, it depends on how you look at it, because Savior didn't win any OSLs, did he? Like, he just won the MSL 3 times, or maybe one OSL, but like, he didn't win every tournament. So I don't know how you determine what's a Bonjois. Oh, he cannot lose that shuttle. Okay, he's not. Anytime in best are close to Bisu in skill, Stork is arguably better. Jingli's definitely better. Yeah, but we're talking about like 2000. If we're talking about like 2007, Jongbi was not playing better than Bisu in 2007, or at least he wasn't winning as much. And neither was Stork. So, but as far as skill level, you think Anytime was really close to Bisu in skill? I'd have to watch some of his games, but that might be the case. All right, let's just check this out here. Let's go to players. Let's go to ELO Peak. Order by ELO Peak. So Flash by ELO Peak. Can you guys see this, by the way? Yeah, you can. Okay. Flash by ELO Peak was definitely the best. Jaedong second best. So Bisu actually had the 3rd best ELO Peak of all time, meaning that his play compared to everyone else at the time, basically. You know, because ELO is determined by how you play against players that are also highly rated. So by that sense, Bisu could theoretically be considered a Bonjois, but let's look here. So 2007, yeah, I mean, look, he got he got 2 MSLs in a row. Looks like 3 MSLs in a row. The third one he didn't win. He got silver. And then he got another MSL in 2008, like a year after his first one. So it's like he did really well in 2007, right? 4 titles or 4 placements in the top 3 in 2007 is really good. But like then you go to Flash. Let's look at Flash. And Flash is like wins. Gold, 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 silver, gold, gold, silver, silver, gold, 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 silver, gold. Like that's over the course of 2-3 years basically. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. So it's like Bisu was never at that level of domination, right? But there was a period of time in 2007 when I think it was arguable to say that he was the best player. Probably he wasn't dominant, but he was like one of the best. And let's see, Jaedong won something in 2007 also. Let's check Jaedong. So Jaedong, he won 2. I don't know if IESF counts really, but Jaedong won in 2007. Who else was winning in 2007? Is my question. Look at Jaedong though. Again, gold, 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 silver, gold, 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 bronze, gold, silver, 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 gold. Like he's just like not stopping with the wins. You know, Bisu, gold, gold, silver, bronze, and then like a gap, and he gets gold, gold, silver, gold. Still pretty good, but like I don't know, it's not quite as dominant. But I don't think Uv necessarily won that many either. Let's check Uv though. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like Uv, okay, well actually let's see it. So this is 2004. 2004 he got, I don't know if this ITV 7th ranking 7th league, I don't know if that counts. Gold, bronze, gold, gold. And then 2005 bronze, bronze, gold. So it's like kind of spread out. But I think maybe in this period of time, like in 2004 is when he was considered dominant. I don't know. Probably at this point when he won the MSL and the OSL together, right? Is there something in the Wikipedia article that says like what a bonjour is? What the let's see here. Player who dominates the Starcraft scene for a long period of time. Bonjour has a very high winning percentage, successful title wins. Bonjour is not defined by statistics or records. General consensus is reached that he is the most dominant pro gamer of his era. So I think that like it was just like the fans came together and were like, okay, well, you know, Nada. I guess the boxer picture is wrong. Nada is just like the best. Uv is just the best. Like, look at this spot right here, this little spike. You guys can't see my mouse, can you? But there's like a spike there where he was like the best. Savior. Look at Flash. How is Flash not considered a bonjour? I guess he is in this article. Bonjour was first used as a nickname for July, even though he was not a bonjour. Anyway, so it's weird. You can't really know exactly, but I think probably my theory is that once things got more competitive, you stopped being able to have bonjours. Basically, that was clutch, dude. That shuttle was awesome. Now his Reavers are in danger here though. Is he gonna fight to retain the Reavers on the high ground? Flash said, I'm a bonjour. Alright, he's got those Reavers on the high ground still, but he can't control them as well because they don't have a shuttle. Bisu has the shuttle. But again, Bisu's fighting uphill again. He keeps fighting up that hill. Why?
리버를 때리지도 못했습니다.
셔틀 플레이하면은 더 손해예요. 리버 그냥 쏘는 것만 못하죠. 몇 번을 연타하게 다른.
So I think after Savior, things just got a little bit too crowded. The field of good players got too crowded, and so like it was hard to coalesce around a Bonjour at that point, you know? I don't know. I just think it's really interesting that he, you know, in the first time, I thought he was gonna die because he was fighting uphill. Okay, now Stork has a shuttle, so it's game over, you know? I thought he was gonna die, but he knew he had more forces. And I don't know where the high ground, low ground separator is on a ramp. I don't know if it's at the top or in the middle of the ramp, because some of Stork units were coming a little bit down the ramp, and if that puts them on the low ground, then Bisu wasn't missing any shots. Cool, take care, Diggity. Oh, he loses that shuttle! Oh. GG, Bisu. GG. I mean, he's still got a good army, actually, but that hurts. If he could still win this, but if he loses, it's because of that. Because losing that shuttle. Look at that Reaver snipe too by the Dragoons. Nicely done. Alright, this is the last battle. Beast is on the low ground again, but he's got more Dragoons. Stork's just so good though. Ooh. He landed a Scarab on the Reaver again, so Bisu's Reaver is actually about to die. Stork crushed best in spectacular fashion, being pressured with a lower army county? Oh, lower army count. Stork, yeah, Stork is just so good, man. I'm not surprised by that at all. Best is just like really good, but not quite on Stork's level, you know? Stork's micros is so good. This hill ain't got S on me. I don't understand why he would fight uphill. He knows that he gets a miss chance uphill. And maybe he doesn't have a choice. Stork is holding that position, but it's like, it doesn't matter. I wonder why players don't pick up their Dragoons in shuttles to dodge Reaver shots. So again, Bisu just has more macro here. Stork has the high ground, but Bisu just has more macro. Oh, he gets one. He got both the Reavers! Oh wait, there's one Reaver left. It's one Reaver, one shuttle, and one Dragoon versus one the same. And Stork has to fall back for a moment. Now he's able to push forward again. Okay. Oh, he cannot lose that now. Whew. This is like so intense, actually. The back and forth micro here is just so insane. This is why I want to watch this game, man. The micro with these guys is so good. Oh, Stork has a third? Wait, does Stork? No, Stork doesn't have a third. Where's he transferring his probes to? Why is he transferring probes to a base that doesn't exist yet? Is he distance mining from his main because he's oversaturated in his natural? Did he just do it by accident? What are those probes? He's just distance mining, I guess. He's mined out in his main, I think. At a certain point, no matter how many probes you have on your minerals, they can only mine so fast. So, you know, if he's got 20 probes on minerals, the extra probes, he might as well distance mine, right? You're gonna get more than nothing. And I think he knows that this game is balanced on such a knife's edge that he can't afford to expand. Oh, is he gonna snipe that Reaver? Stork, get it! Pick it up! Oh, he lost the Reaver! Oh, but Bisu lost one of his Reavers too. Does Stork have a second Reaver? so good. Stork chasing the Reaver with one Dragoon and the shuttle with another Dragoon, so that only 2 Dragoons are put in danger, but it forces Bisu off balance in his attack. Look at that. The one attacking the Reaver, he puts it off to the side so that the splash damage doesn't hurt his other Dragoons. God, Stork is good. Oh, Bisu's distance mining also. Oh my gosh, this is insane. We don't know what the crane casters are talking about, think quick. So the observer might be just highlighting what they're saying or something like that. So if the crane caster's like, they're distance mining, this is crazy that they're distance mining, then he's going to show them distance mining instead of like trying to look around the base to see what's going on. Okay, wait, what is Stork doing here? Oh, he's just target firing Dragoons. I think he knows there's no Reaver because he has Observer. Casually walks into the natural, picks 3 Dragoons and kills them, and then falls back before he takes too much damage. Oh, they both landed Scarabs. Oh, there's no shuttle. GG. GG, there's no shuttle. Bisu lost his Reaver. He just lost 3 Dragoons. GG. Oh, man. Insane. And this is like not that long after Bisu. I guess it's a year. It's a year after Bisu beat Stork in the MSL. Oh my gosh. Jongbi versus Bisu coming up next. Wait, is this the channel Loudcast? I don't know who Loudcast is though. I thought it was gonna be someone casting it. But I guess it's just a Korean match. Alright. Guys wanna watch some more PvP? And this is, let's see, when is this from? This is 2011? 2012? Yeah, because Bisu's on SKT. So now we'll see, we'll watch a true, we'll watch the best Protoss, Jongbi now. Yeah, they both just didn't have any money, right? I really want to watch more PvP now, actually. It was such an exciting match. Let me change the stream info here. Yeah, I was surprised that Bisu didn't try to do any harassment. That he didn't try and, like, when he was contained on the high ground, when Stork had that high ground, he could have run it, because at one point Bisu had 2 shuttles with Reavers in both of them, right? And so, like, at that point, why didn't at that point when he had more Reavers than shuttles, instead of fighting up the high ground, hold your territory and do harassment and force Stork off the high ground and try and advance that way, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna get, I didn't actually like have time to finish eating dinner. I'm gonna go grab some more food. So I'll be back in like 30 seconds, BRB.
여자 캐스터하고 중계하는 거 오늘 처음입니다.
아 그래요?
네.
아 그래요?
네.
야 오늘 이기시세요? 아니
어제 너무 떨려가지고 지금 잠이 안 오더라고요.
보자마자
네.
저 얼굴 벌써 안면 홍조증이 또 시작이 됐는데
네, 얼굴이 또 빨개지잖아요. 아, 네.
중계하면서 일을 하는데 얼굴 빨개지기 있습니까? 예, 이거 좀 반칙 아닌가요?
아니 왜냐면
네.
임대현 해설이 어깨에 와서 저하고 지금 첫 호흡이에요. 오늘
네.
제가 원래는 내일인데 일정이 바뀌어서
와, 이분은 어떻게 예측을 하시고?
그러게 저 원래 오늘 아닌데 네 어떻게 하셨지? 네 아무튼 반겨주셔서 감사합니다. 덕분에 시즌 끝나기 전에 유대현 해설하고 또 중계할 수 있어서 너무나 즐겁습니다.
저도 행복합니다.
감사해요. 예.
네, 이 훈훈한 분위기 속에 양 팀이 요즘 뭐 전주도 훈훈하죠.
그렇죠.
네, 두 팀 모두 분위기가 좋고 SK텔레콤 T1이 약간 좀 흔들리는 거 아니야? 싶었는데 역시나
네.
바로 그냥 분위기 좋아지면서 특히 정명훈 선수의 기세는 거의 뭐 현재로서의 분위기는 막을 수가 없다. 근데 이 정도로 표현할 수가 있겠습니다.
사실 뭐 이영호 선수의 기세가 테란 중에서는 워낙 좋았기 때문에 거기에서 늘 약간 묻히는 기세가 있습니다만 정명훈 선수는 SK텔레콤 T1 중에서도 가장 최고. 자 그리고 바로 5년 전 3월 3일 김태경 선수 MSL 첫 우승. 진짜
Alright, I'm back.
그때는
네.
프로토스가 어쨌든 저그를 상대해서
Yeah,
우승하는 것 자체가
if-
워낙 힘든 일이었고
You know, I said it at the time. I was like, I don't think he's necessarily 100% going to lose. But if he loses, it's because of that shuttle. And he did lose by the skin of his teeth. If he hadn't lost that shuttle, he would have won that game.
3대 0으로 우승한 또 김태경 선수의 5년 전 일이 또 역사가 생각이 나네요.
네. 자 그런데 SK텔레콤 T1이 정말 오늘 경기 정말 중요하다고 말씀을 드린 것이 특히 SK텔레콤 T1은 마지막 라운드에 가서 워낙 힘을 많이 내주는 또 그런 팀이라서 1위까지 노려보기 위해서 오늘 경기 잡아야 됩니다.
네, 원래 이 SK텔레콤 T1이 시작과 끝이 좋은 팀이에요.
예.
Mhm.
특히나 그 중반에 잠깐 흔들리더라도 막판
There
리그에서 했을 때
have been a few female casters over the years.
보여주는 게 SK라서 지금 삼성 역시 1, 2라운드에서는 삼성전자가 모두 경기를 잡아냈었거든요.
그렇죠,
3대 1로
그렇죠. 예.
SK는 이번 경기마저 패하게 되면 3번 다 지는 겁니다.
네, 자,
그렇죠.
그에 대한 복수도 해야 되고 할 게 많습니다. SK텔레콤 T1은.
네, 기분도 살짝 나쁠 거예요.
I got to work with one of them.
KT 막 이런 얘기만 했거든요.
그렇죠.
At,
SK 아직 살아 있는데
예.
왜 SK 1위 싸움에 껴주지
Well, I was
않느냐.
working on game that.
바로 그 라인에
한요.
들어가는 겁니다.
예.
3강
Hey, Maximilian's Dagger. How's it going?
지금 SK 역시 노리는 게 많은 것이고
We did the,
숨겨놓고 정찰을 가면서 네, 무언프
I think it was the ISF, the International
좀 숨어 있다가
Esports Festival. Oh my goodness.
진짜
If you
Max!
don't have time today, add it to text for later.
Thank you so much, Max. That's very generous of you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely have time today. We're only an hour into the stream, so we'll watch it. We'll watch it after this one.
와, 진짜 좀 오래
Let's see.
살았죠?
Do I have the names right, by the way?
괜히 한 번쯤 움직이게
I do have the names right.
만들어주면서
Bisu's the red Protoss. Jongbi's the yellow Protoss. Thanks so much, Max.
자, 3연패 나가면서 주춤했던 그 기세를 과연 김태경이 허용무를 잡아낼지 양 선수의 상대 전적에선 김태경 선수가 약간 앞서 있다고 말씀을 드렸어요. 자, 그리고 앞마당 쪽 드래곤
That is very, very much appreciated. I think I realized though that I don't have my stream elements up, so I gotta get that so I can get the link.
자, 그런 부분에 있어서 로보틱스를 올렸는데
네,
그 KT의 부족한 부분을 이걸로
But
그냥 뚫어버리겠다는
what's going on in the game?
생각이에요.
힘줍니다.
I can hear. I'm tabbed out, but I can hear the Korean casters getting really excited. Oh, Sege! 3 gateways.
일단 가나요? 자,
드라곤도 딱 3기. 뭔가 오늘 그림이 이상한데요?
That's why. Because BC was going for an all-in 3 gate basically off one base.
과학적으로 설명할 수 없어요.
그렇죠. 오늘 날이 날이니만큼
네.
5년 전의 기세가 다시 점프 오늘 올 수 있어요. 자, 그러나
Hi, amigo from YouTube.
예, 요걸로 끝낼 수는 없는 거고.
I think it's kind of fun that people can chat between Twitch and YouTube.
리버도 아닌 옵저버 나오는 상황이라서 네, 그런 거라면 김태경 선수가 지금 드라곤 3개인데 6개째 타이밍에 찍어
It's interesting that they left PogChamp as the snake.
헐모 선수가 약간 괴롭힘을 당할 수 있다. 왜냐? 이 맵은 언덕이 없거든요.
They're like, no, this is PogChamp now.
설마 김태경이 이런 거 하겠어?
Stork's going observer first.
있는 거고 되게 안정적인 선택을
I mean, Jongbi.
네, 드라곤
Rip.
가죠.
Rip Jongbi.
333.
3-3 이후 3개 딱 깔끔하게 좀 갖추면서 네, 지금 또 프로브로 낚시하고 있습니다. 허영무 너무 속으면 안 돼요.
아, 근데 다시 원위치.
I mean, maybe if you can hold a ramp or something.
괜찮긴 한데 뒤에는 드라곤을.
짜짜짜.
봤을 느낌이 있죠?
일단 4개까지는 본 것 같고요.
자, 뭔가 이상해서 팔로 하나까지 지으면서 매칭 역할을 해주겠다는 생각인데 드라곤 좀 더 오게 되면 분명히 위기 상황.
Yeah, I don't know how he defends this.
그리고 5개의 질럿 하나.
He's got a good arc.
잘 싸웠어요.
He's got a zealot. He's hold off the first wave.
그런데 문제는 이 9개째 드라곤이 올 때 이제 허영무 선수의 드라곤
Now, is Bisu just gonna contain him and expand?
그래서 일단 이 입구 지역에 파일런
He could
짓고
he could contain him and expand.
몇 대 맞춰주는 효과 아주 좋습니다.
자, 근데 허영무 선수도
What are you doing?
전적으로 보면서 눈치를 채고 있습니다. 자, 후속 병력이 합쳐지는 것까지도
How clutch is that?
네, 최대한 하객진을
How clutch is that?
펼쳐놓고 나오기 전까지는 안정적으로 경기 운영하는 게 좋고요. 옵저버가 먼저 나와 있으니까 상대방
Jungbi's
지역
yellow?
보면서 대비할 수 있습니다.
네. 자, 여기에서 일단
Jongbi's yellow, Bisu's the red character.
네,
Oh,
일단
never mind. Maybe he's going in.
압박 정도만 가서 살릴
Jongbi, where's
분위기죠.
your concave?
지금 분위기에서
Where's your concave?
확실하게 이길 수 있는 게 아니면은
Okay, he actually does have a good defense there. As they come through that funnel through that
거의 없다라고 볼 수 있습니다.
choke point, he'll be able to get better.
그렇죠.
나 이래. 나 오늘
better surface area.
김태경 왔다 갔다 하면서 잠시 대기. 자, 그러나 어쨌든 앞마당에 주둔에 있다는 것만으로도 허영무는
네.
굉장히 위기감을 느낍니다.
네, 일단 리버가 나오게 되면 상대방 병력을 밀어놓고 나서 앞마당 넥서스 안
Yeah, he will be able to get a Reaver out before too long, but Bisu could, if he still can't be too gutsy because Bisu could snipe the Reaver pretty easily. Like he's about to try and do. Ooh.
네, 이 상황까지도 연습이 돼 있다고 봐야겠네요. 네, 그런데 과연 리버 두기 타이밍에 어떤 식으로 견뎌낼 것인가가 중요한 상황에서 일단 지금
Now, I'll bet he knows.
너무너무 좋은데 허영무는 속긴
I'll bet he knows by the Reaver count
상황에서 셔틀 한 개 찍어서 리버로
that
타이밍을 잡게 되면 또
Bisu has expanded. So I bet Jongbi's gonna expand now. Yeah, see, Jongbi's like, all right, well I gotta catch up. And now he has to get a shuttle, and he has to harass Bisu to counter the fact that Bisu expanded earlier.
넥서스가 있으니까 안 들어왔죠. 이런 생각 지금 허영무 선수가 눈으로도 확인을 했고요.
네. 네 게이트.
Such a high level game. Jongbi made Flash cry? When did he make Flash cry? Like at a finals or like he beat him in a finals or something?
지금 타이밍에 상대방 뒷마당 봤다 보니까 지금 타이밍 약간의 재미는 봐야겠는데 라는 생각 때 드라곤들이 아주 포즈만 잘해놓게 되면 리버 한 개 정도는 지금 김태경이 이길 수 있을 것 같은데요.
와, 일렬로 지금 자, 줄 서 막 이러면서
오늘이 무슨 날입니까?
그렇죠. 오늘 같은 날은 줄도 잘 서야 돼요. 드래곤들이.
그렇죠. 예. 옵적으로 일단 보고 있다는 그런 입장을 보면서 자 우측 돌파.
드라곤 3개 빠졌습니다.
네.
자 한번 때려주고.
Oh, he got his free scarab off.
자
자,
들여.
푸시.
네, 들여 보내주면서 여기.
What does Bisu have to deal with this? Is Bisu gonna give his own Reaver?
꽉 한번 쏘게 되면은 멀티가 늦은 거 다 보상 받는 거예요. 김태경 빨리.
근데.
Oh, he knows it's going into main. Oh, no, no, no! He can't lose that!
내리지 못합니다. 자,
Woo.
그나마 눈치 잘 채고 일단 허영무 뺐고요. 근데 이 혼자 앞쪽에서의 압박도 있어요.
Look at Jongbi attacking the back,
네, 그런데 일단 이 상황에서
attacking the front. Once he gets overpowered in the front, falling back.
역할로 나온 게 정말 대박이고.
그렇죠.
네, 그러면서 김태경 역시 셔틀을 생산할 수
These guys are
있는
so good.
체제라서,
These guys are so good at this game.
마음이 급해질 수밖에 없겠습니다.
여기 들어가서 진짜 셔틀이 이게 신의 한 수다. 그러면서 빵 터뜨렸어요.
Bisu's on 4 gateways now.
눈치채고 김태경 선수가
And
수비.
obs.
자, 이러면 허영무 선수
Smart to get obs.
빠졌어요.
네, 따라가는 이런 형국이 됐습니다.
That would not have been dumb for
압박을 하면서 리버가 들어가는 타이밍이 정말 좋은
Jongbi to
것
follow
같아요.
up with DTs,
드라곤 4개의 움직임이 진짜
theoretically.
기민했어요.
그러게요.
Actually, that might be too expensive. Get Reavers and then go DTs also.
자, 멀티 따라가고 추후를 다시 한번 도모할 수밖에 없어요.
이렇게 되면 확실히 김태경 선수가 유리한 게 맞죠.
네.
그렇죠. 네, 그래도
It's just, but you always gotta get an observer. It's just too smart to get it. Because otherwise, if a DT attacks, you're just like, alright, well, I'm done.
네, 그런 느낌이 있지 않았습니까? 일단 이번 경기에서도 허영무 선수는 믿을게 물량으로 이기기에는 어려움이 있습니다.
자, 그렇다면
Oh, sorry if
시간을
that's
좀더
noisy.
벌어야 되는 허영무 선수입니다. 차근차근 착실히
Scraping my
찌꺼르기도 해야 되고요.
dinner bowl right next to the microphone.
생각에서 위축되면 절대 안 돼요.
테크가 딱 확보됐을 때
Apologies. When did Jongbi make Flash cry though? I'm curious.
안 나오면 역시나 김태경도 템플로 따라오거든요.
A lot of players will cry if they lose the finals or something like that, but
보상해 줘야 돼요.
자, 김태경 선수는 이번 시즌에 프로토스전이 5승 4패. 자, 그런가 하면 허영무 선수는 2승 1패. 승률 면에서는 그렇습니다만
Jongbi's micro is so good.
안 했어요.
네, 상당히 좀 무난한 그런 모습이 좀 나왔었고 일단 김태경 선수는 전략을 거는 경기는 대부분 이겼고
These things are terrible, by the way.
패배를 좀 많이 했습니다 이번 시즌에.
네.
maybe I just gotta get used to them. But like these flavored seltzer water things,
지금 상황에서 허영무 선수가 참 잘하는 것은
not a big fan.
앞마당에 완성될 즈음에 바로 가스를 지었다는 거예요.
어.
이미 상대방과 물량에서
I didn't have. I'm out of root beer though.
똑같은 생각을 하면서 따라가게 되면은 결국 불리한 건 불리한 대로 가져가는
No root beer today.
하나 정도는 앞서 쓰는 포인트. 왜냐면 입구에서 지킬 만큼의 병력은 있잖아요.
우승자 출신의 프로토스 둘 아닙니까?
네, 그렇죠.
네. 자, 판세에서 내가 어떻게
What do I expect? I don't know. I kind of expect it to be bad.
양 선수 모두가 그렇습니다.
But it's like it's actually like worse than water.
그리고 병력 양에서는 김태경 선수가 조금 더 앞서가는
Like I expected to be maybe like if it was like water with lemon in it, that would taste pretty good. But like this stuff, it doesn't even taste like water with lemon in it.
세트부터 저희가 이렇게 목청을 높일 수밖에 없는 상황이에요.
그렇죠. 그 초반에 약간 유리한 걸 김태경은 끝까지 잘 가져가고 있는 게 인구수 차이가 계속 한 거의 한 20가량을 유지하고 있다.
My thumb has been hurting me, and so I have this brace that I got to like when I'm doing something I put in my thumb. I have this brace over on like right next to me on something. I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye and thinking it's a cat. So I'm like, I gotta get to that way because it keeps freaking me out. You'd let me live there if you weren't married with 3 kids. Appreciate that. But yeah, your wife and kids probably wouldn't like that.
가스가 그렇게까지 뭐 넘치는 상황이 김태경 선수가 아닌데 허영무 선수는 이미 템플러가 나와 있습니다. 이거는 상대하는 입장에서 약간 압박받을 만한 점.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to start off as kind of a cheese. It looked like it might be an early quick win. And now it's 3 base versus 3 base. And high tech versus high tech. But I mean, that's just like at this level, they're just so good. Like, even though Jongbi was outmatched in the Dragoon count, he was able to use tactics to hold off from an inferior position, right? And so like that's the key to Starcraft, is like getting as far ahead as you can in one way, while also leaving yourself the ability to defend using cool tactics, defend against something else in another way, right? You're boxed to the living room? What? You mean you like don't have any space to like... Oh, Jongbi snuck an expansion and Bisu found it. Uh-oh. Oh, but in the meantime, major battle. All those zealots are gonna get revered to fudge. Oh my goodness. Where does... Bisu doesn't have any reavers. What the heck? Bisu doesn't have any tech units. How did he kill a reaver? That's kind of crazy. Bisu doesn't have Templar? He doesn't have reavers? Why does Bisu not have any tech units? Oh, look at that. Jongbi was sending his shuttle off to harass. Now he's bringing back. He's like, oh crap, Bisu's following up. I gotta get this buddy in here. Another scarab? Only got 2 scarabs off. Is that enough? Apparently it is. Yeah, the Archons and Reavers melted Bisu's zealots. This feels a lot like the last game, where Bisu keeps having more stuff, but just not playing as tactically as well as he could, and loses the battle even though he has more stuff, you know? Yeah, exactly. Bisu's macro seems to be stronger, but like, he's losing the battles anyway. Oh, Bisu has a 4th also. Jongbi's making a 5th. Look at this probe attacking it. That probe has killed like 300 hit points worth of shields on that Nexus. That's kind of crazy. The whole time that battle was happening, his one probe was working its way on the Nexus and actually got through a significant chunk of shields. 5 points at a time. This is a weird map. I thought I saw Bisu with an Archon. Give that probe a medal. It got out too. It escaped with his life.
다시 한번 김태경 선수는 유닛에 뭔가 손실이 있으면 안 됩니다. 절대 안 돼요. 자, 전투 한 방으로 오늘 경기 아, 삼성이냐 SK텔레콤 T1이냐 그럴 수 있거든요.
네, 지금 정면에서 딱 승부를 봐야 되는 김태경 선수입니다. 넥서스 하나가 지금 밀리는 상황이기 때문에 정면에서 아까 같은 그런 전투 말고 네, 가지고 있는 모든 유닛을 잘 활용해 정면 전투에서 승리를 거두는 방법이
Much zealots. Many zealots. Wow.
서로 병력 조합이 똑같죠. 템플러는 병력에 오히려 낭비될 수 있다는 생각으로 리버 항상 태워다니고 악한 질러더라고요.
What the hell?
그렇죠.
네, 그런데 셔틀이 지금 허영무 선수는 멀리
Sorry, just like
있습니다.
there's a window in front of me, and so it's. Oh, hold that thought. Okay, so Stork has a much. I'm sorry, Stork. Jongbi has a much better angle. I think he has less Archons though. Bisu has 2 Reavers. Oh, he lands on 1 Reaver. That's kind of crazy. Hey Yuri, how's it going? Who's your all-time favorite? You mean Stork? I mean, I keep saying Stork. You mean Jongbi or you mean Bisu? For those of you just joining us, by the red player is Bisu and Jongbi is the yellow.
그렇죠. 이제는 부족한 점이 없어졌어요. 그래서 이런 견제를 어쩔 수 없이 떠나는 거거든요.
네, 토전에서 이렇게 토스 대 토스에서 이렇게 백중세.
Uh-oh. Run, probes! Oh, nice. He's actually doing significant damage here. Oh, look at this, the counter Reaver. The shuttles are like chasing each other. The probes came back! That second, Jongbi's Reaver doesn't do anything though. Like, he can easily just bait out Scarabs, dropping it out and picking it back up again. I don't know if that one landed though. It did land. Oh, he let it land again? Bisu, man, you gotta not let your Reavers die.
그리고 그 미네랄 멀티의 힘 때문에 결국 인구수는 결국 허영무 선수의 상황으로 왔고 네, 다크테플로 한 개 6시에 보내서 멀티 지연시키면서
Can't do that, buddy.
아칸도 아까 확인했을 때 5개나 남아
I was like, oh, well.
토퍼지까지 돌릴 만큼 여유가 생긴 허영무.
네, 병력의 질을 더 높이고 양을 더 많이 모은 허영무 선수가
I was like, oh, well,
넥서스만 김태경 선수의 넥서스만 쳐로 올라가는지만 확인해 주면서 병력
you know, Bisu can just bait out Jongbi's Scarabs by dropping the Reaver out. Scarab shoots out, he picks up the Reaver. Scarab duds, he drops it out, he fires his own Reaver. It's pretty simple. Not easy, but it's simple. But he just messed it up, and he just took 2 Scarab shots in a row and lost his own Reaver there. He killed some probes though. So this is, we're now at the stage in the game where both players are basically maxed. And it's maxed army versus maxed army. Bisu has 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. Jongbi has 5 going on 6. Let's see if we can see the upgrades.
대충 비슷한 싸움만 나와서 추가 병력으로 나머지 멀티를 다 지키면 허영무가 유리해. 지금 이런 판단을 하고 있는 선수 쪽이 허영무 선수거든요.
맞습니다. 6시 쪽으로 지금 김태균 선수가 멀티를 늘려가는데
그래서
그 전에 내려오나요?
Remind me, Max, if I forget at the end of this game, remind me to put your game on. Because this is turning out to be a long game, and I have a short memory. Anyone remember Fantasy versus Jaedong from the Bacchus OSL? I think we actually watched that the last time I streamed. Huge battle. If Bisu wins this, he wins the game. Oh, he got a shuttle. I mean, he got a Reaver. Oh, those 2 Archons are coming in clutch, soaking up the damage. Oh no, he's gonna get his Reavers. Oh, he got both Jongbi's Reavers. Oh no. But Jongbi lives. Oh, it was the 4 pool. No, I didn't watch that one recently after all. We watched a different game between Fantasy and Jaedong, I think. That's really fun. I do vaguely remember that, no, though. It's like so funny that Jaedong, the best Zerg ever, would just 4 pool Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, it's just Defender's advantage. The Bisu couldn't rally to the front lines fast enough. There. So Jongbi was automatically going to have his reinforcements to that battle faster. So Bisu was like, alright, well, I'm going to take my advantage here, take my my win and expand again instead.
허영무였네. 이런 느낌으로 경기를 계속 지금 주고받고 있는 겁니다.
아니 눈이 호강한다는 얘기 있잖아요. 진짜
They're
그런 거 있으면
both have forges are spinning. So Bisu has +2 weapons, and Jongbi has 2-1. He's got +2 weapons and +1 armor.
두 개를 돌리고 있었던
So Jongbi has a little bit better
강의로
upgrades. I don't know if the armor is that big of a deal
현재 김태경 선수는
여유가 좀
at this stage in the game, though. Maxed armies hitting against each other, it's gonna matter a little bit. But with the scarabs and stuff going off, there's gonna be so much extra damage that like it won't be a huge deal. If it's just like 5 zealots versus 5 zealots, one upgrade makes a big difference. But like, I don't know. I'm not saying for sure that it's not, but I'm saying like I don't know if the armor is that huge of a deal right now.
업그레이드에 돈을 쓸 수 있어요 허영무는.
정말 치열한 게 어중간한 200이면 하이템플러가 오히려 섞이는 게 좋지 않다는 생각을 한번
올라가나요?
공사모 먼저 리버가 질러서 녹일 수 있는 진영에 가야 되는 거 허영무는 최대한 펼쳐줘서 마지막
싸웠어요.
피할 수가 없습니다.
자 리버가 잡히는
Okay, here we go again. Again, if Bisu can win this battle decisively, he can go into the natural and he can start taking out bases. It looks like Bisu's macro is just too strong.
이걸 잡나요 김태경? 이게 말이 됩니까?
I think he might be right. I think Jongbi might have too many probes because he has too many bases. And so each time he's had less units. Can this Reaver clear things up though? The SKT1 bench are clapping. They think they know.
나머지 멀티가 많다고 하더라도 병력이 없잖아요.
I think this is the final game too in a winner's match. I think if Bisu wins this, SKT actually wins the match.
그럼요. 거기에 추가 병력들 계속해서 올라갈 수 있습니다. 자 김태경 오늘 같은 날은
Yeah, when your opponent's in your main,
올라가는 거예요.
it's not looking good. He killed the natural. And there's actually still minerals there, interestingly enough. I was not expecting there to be minerals there.
뭐 이런 얘기를 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
굶지만 않으면 된다. 내가 병력 나올 만큼만 자원 먹으면 된다. 그러고 올라갔어요.
그렇죠.
네, 그래서 이제 허영무 역시 희망을 이어나가려면 이 멀티를 지켜야 되는데 6시 멀티를 깨버리고 그러면서
Trying to figure out where to put this so where it doesn't block the.
라는 그 생각을 이제 허영무가 마지막 카드로 꺼내들었습니다.
왜냐면
Oh, we can see. Oh, I didn't even realize I was blocking the supply over here as well.
자, 그럼 일단 6시는
It's hard to have different.
셔틀만 보내서 지금은 아직까지
Let's do that.
기회가 없기 때문에
Nudge it a little bit over to make it a little bit easier to read the supply.
자 센터 쪽까지 내려왔던 허영무 선수의
Like Bisu is the right side here. It's the same order as the top. So right now Bisu is 60 supply ahead. I actually didn't even realize that. Look at that. Bisu's at 160. Jongbi's at 120 actually. So now Bisu's only 40 supply ahead.
자 근데 지금 당장에 갖고 있는 병력 김태경 선수가 손에 공연하면
He didn't go into the main because he knew that Jongbi's reinforcements were about to pop out of his gateways, and he didn't want to. He wanted to keep his advantage and not like accidentally lose it by going too far.
다 깨져나갑니다.
네, 그래도 전면적 펼치면 지는 거 100%
How did Jongbi take out the expansion on the left?
언더 캐논 믿고 최대한 병력을 많이
I didn't even notice. Like, how did he kill that expansion?
까지 벌어졌어요.
네, 이 리버를 지금 뽑을 수 있는 그런 상황이 허영무 선수가 안 돼서.
Now this is what he needs to be doing. Is taking out the expansions on the side. So attacking the top right is a really good move. Oh, he sent in 20 del. Oh, those zealots and the DT. He went in there. Nice. That's actually a really nice move. Jongbi's coming in from the side. Oh, that shuttle is so low. It's got 1 hit left on the shuttle. The shuttle died, but can he actually kill the Reavers? He got the Reavers. No major damage dealt there. So Bisu ends up losing a base. Bisu wins the battle, kills the natural, loses his 4th, goes after Jongbi's 5th, and doesn't kill it.
맞습니다. 집념이거든요. 지금 양 팀이
This is getting crazy.
1등을 지켜야 되는 허영무기 때문에 허영무 선수도 아직까지 포기할 단계가 아니에요.
So it looks like
바라보면 가스멀티가 있기 때문에 템플로 나오는 양의 수준이 다르지만은 진짜 말씀해 주신 대로 이 상황에서
Jongbi's at. They're both at +3 weapons now. It looks like.
칭찬받을 만하네요.
네.
네, 그러면 이제 김태경 선수는 슬슬 가야 될 것 같은데요.
그러게요.
악한 넘쳐나고 뭐.
Oh, Bisu killed the 6th also? Okay.
가스 조금씩 아껴가지고 어떻게든 리버가 한 번쯤은
I didn't realize that.
아, 60 차이 벌어지는 지금 이 인구수를 글쎄요. 허영무 선수가 감당해내기가 쉽지. 아이고, 요거 하나
Sometimes I'm like looking at the chat and I just zone out and I don't actually pay attention to the game for a second. Or I'm like thinking of what to say and I'm like, And while I'm saying and I'm looking up, there's like something important going on screen.
네, 마지막 변수가 뭐냐면
Jongbi is on 3 bases. I believe that's correct, yeah.
12시 지역 멀티가 완성이 될 때
Bisu is also on 3 bases though.
신락 같은 희망을 이어나가겠다.
Bisu never kept expanding. He kept making units and gates instead of expanding. Oh!
이거 잡았으면 김태경 리버가 없게 되니까.
그렇습니다. 근데 진짜 말씀해 주셨던
So Bisu only has 2 mining bases right now. I think also. Oh, but he's about to lose some mining. Oof. Oof. Ah, he got the zealot. Is he gonna be able to get the cannon?
김태경 선수가 여기 소수 보내고 12시 아예 밀어버리면서 희망을 끊어버려야 되는데
It's going after the Nexus actually.
안 들어가고 있어요.
Yep, he's just gonna pick up and leave.
드라곤 몇 개만 배치해놓고 한번 쭉 올라가는 게 지금 12시 넥서스가 거의 완성될 타이밍이거든요. 프로 붙기 전에 한번 싸움을 해주는 게 좋습니다.
6시 또 리버가 있고요. 야 진짜 지독하게 하네요.
살려야 돼요.
Oh, he brought all the probes back. Oh man. This is some sick harass though, because this is stopping mining at one of his bases for a lot of probes. Yeah, what is Bisu doing? And where are the storms, by the way? Why have there not been any High Templar? Actually, we did see Bisu's High Templar earlier, but we haven't seen them in battle yet. Yeah, right? He just needed to put 2 Dragoons over there. Hey, Awesomeness, how's it going? And if the 15 is supposed to be letters, then it would be Awesomenesses. Where are those probes going? Oh, they're going to the expansion over there. They're transferring to 12, I think. Oh, here we go. Bisu's got some Templar in a shuttle. Now, is he gonna go for a storm drop? Or is he just... Oh my... Look at all those Templar! He has so many High Templar! Ooh, that was a sick storm. That was an awful storm. He's got so many Templar! He's just like, I'm gonna storm everything Jongbi has and weaken it up before this battle. But Jongbi has the Reavers though. Oh man, did Jongbi defend? He just kind of like, cause I'm gonna have way too many High Templar. I'm gonna throw a bunch of storms out there, and half of them aren't gonna land. Oh, is this a storm drop? Is this a storm drop? Ooh, 0. The Korean caster just said Nexus to storm. He couldn't target the probes. He stormed the Nexus. Yeah, I think Bisu loses now. I mean, he kind of was like, I gotta use these storms as much as possible quickly so that I don't lose the Templar before they storm. But in the process, he threw away his Templar. He like just ran a bunch of Templar in and they just kind of stormed randomly everywhere. He didn't morph them into Archons afterwards. Oh, nice storm. Well, actually, that wasn't the best storm drop. He missed the probes on the bottom, but still. That was only killed like 4 or 5 probes actually.
네, 병력이 더 많은데 김태균 선수가 그 조합을 굉장히 까다롭게 지금 하고 있어요. 허영무 선수가.
네. 그리고
So Bisu is mining at 6 o'clock. Jongbi's mining at 12 and 1 o'clock. Oh, Bisu might want to re-expand.
그러면 다시 한번 교전할 때는 자 김태경 선수가 교전에서 이 얻은 것도 있습니다만 잃은 것도 있고 그게
They're going around to BC's bases. Yeah, he's only mining at 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and
네,
that actually has less patches. 12 o'clock, or sorry, 6 o'clock only has 7 patches, maybe 6,
네, 지금도 김태균 선수가 여전히 유리한
if I remember seeing that correctly.
유리할 수 있는데 제 리버와 이제는 허영보다 하이템플러가 있고 지금까지 수비할 때의 경기력을 볼 때 웬만한 병이 약간 차이는데 허영무는 막아낼 수 있을 만한 그림이라는 거죠. 업그레이드 하나 없어고요.
왠지 굉장히
Oh, Bisu losing more Templar. Zhongbi's gonna lose a Templar also, though.
이런 느낌이 들거든요.
최근 전투는
Both of them are just kind of like,
이런 전투를 보여줬었거든요.
they don't want to waste the Templar, so they're wasting Templar. It looks like. I don't know.
순간순간 그런 집중력을 발휘할 수 있는 리버가 되고 왔습니다.
자자자.
김태균 선수의 조합이 상대적으로
I love Protoss versus Protoss, man.
자 넓게
자, 뒤에 리버. 자,
Oh man,
김태형 선수가
those Reavers are gonna melt the Zealots. Oh, he stormed the Reavers!
이거 진짜 마지막 전투예요.
Can he finish them off, though? He needs to target. Another storm on the Reavers! Oh my gosh, Zhongbi's gonna lose again, though.
요만큼의 차이로 김태경이
Wait, how does this happen? Why does...
에너지 이렇게 쓰게 할 게 있습니까?
I'm gonna go back because I want to try and figure out why does Bisu win this battle? Why does Bisu win this battle? It looks like Bisu has less zealots. He's got a worse position because Zhongbi has like a nice arc. Bisu has 2 Reavers. Zhongbi only has 1 Reaver, I think.
뒤에 리버. 자, 칼이 너무 많아요, 김태형 선수가.
지렛을 만나는 순간 사라집니다.
Zhongbi has Storms. I guess it's just the Archons. The Archons are the reason why Bisu wins this. So all those Templar that he wasted earlier, he actually did get some of them into Archons, and that was what ended up winning the game for him. Or that battle, at least. It's not quite over yet.
에너지 이렇게 쓰게 할 게 있습니까?
So it was just it was hard to tell whose Archons are whose, but I guess it was just the fact that he had more Archons. Oh, he's going straight for the Nexus.
실제 상황으로 이루어지는지 모르겠습니다. 짜고 하는
Did he right-click the Nexus?
매 순간 너가 한번 잘하고 얘가 한번 잘하고 와 진짜 예술이야.
No, he's gonna attack the Nexus instead of the probes, and then attack the units instead of the Nexus. So he's not gonna kill either probes or Nexus.
김태균 선수는 병력 한 번만 보내게 되면 이번 경기 끝낼 수 있습니다.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Archons were just did it. They just killed the
제로.
네, 아예 알 수가 없습니다.
killed the enemy zealots faster than the Reavers could.
끝났네요. 민나라는 끝났습니다. 자원이 없습니다.
그러네요.
먹는 게 없으면
Yeah, he should have either killed the probes or right-clicked the Nexus.
배고프면 아무것도 안 되는 거죠.
Oh, did he get the Nexus when I was looking away?
허영무 선수가 너무 아쉬울 것 같습니다. 양 선수가
Okay.
승패를 떠나서 아주 기가 막힌 영승.
Zhongbi isn't mining. Whatever. Who needs to mine minerals?
말도 안 되는 경기를 했는 거고. 네, 김태균 선수 역시
I mean, look down here. This tells the story. Bisu's at 100 supply and Zhongbi's at 40. So I think it's pretty much over. His distance mining is natural from his main.
잡고 싶었을 욕심이 있었을 거예요. 김태균 선수 당연히.
그렇죠.
네, 이제야 좀 평정심을 찾을 수 있을 것 같습니다.
어떤 그 역사적인 날의 버프를 받는 것처럼
This game has been pretty insane.
경기를 좀 해내고 있고 지금은 자원이 없어서 네, 허영무 선수가 더 이상 버틴다고 해도 의미가 없습니다.
This reminds me of Bisu versus Stork in the MSL,
아니네요.
which is really good.
일을 하고 있어요. 일을 해야죠. 뭘 먹어야 될 거 아닙니까?
진짜 김정민 선수 귀엽지 않습니까, 여러분?
아니에요.
귀요미.
일단 그 사이에 마지막
Maybe you guys want to watch more PvP after. Oh wait, no, we got Max's
최선을 다하는 거예요.
recommendations up next.
김태균 선수도 참 재밌는 게
If he's still around.
6시에 오른쪽 다니고 왼쪽 하나 남았어요. 오른쪽이 왜 없는지 아십니까? 예.
왜요?
이유를 잘못 생각했네요.
설마
죄송합니다. 어쨌든
자, 그렇죠.
Two wasted storms.
올라갈 정도의 선수들의 레벨을 이번 경기를 통해서 우리들은 눈으로 재확인을 했고
그렇습니다. 김정민 파이팅!
You're here? Okay.
이번 경기
I don't know, like if someone requests a game and then they leave, should you still play the game they requested?
6시에도 미네랄 3덩이 남았어요.
Or wait till they come back?
자, 이번에
Anyway, this game should be over soon, I think.
그만큼 치열해서 그렇습니다.
Like, I don't think this game can go on too much longer with the supply difference. There's the GG. Did you see that? BC was like... He's like relieved.
우승을 만들어냈던
Amazing. Yeah, he saw the army difference and he was like, okay, I realize now that Bisu is actually mining and making units, whereas I'm not.
네, 초반에 유리했다가
Alright, let's get this link.
불리해지기도 했었지만 불리해졌을 때 역시나 본인 김태경 선수의 수준 실력을 보여주면서 다시 한번 유리해지고 이 두 명이 만들어낸 하모니가 정말말로 e스포츠 팬분들
Alright.
흥분시키고
Uh-oh.
라는 생각이 듭니다.
It's a long VOD. Hall of Fame 102. It says. I don't even know who it is. We'll find out in a second. Excuse me. I just farted. I'll admit to it. I don't know if you guys can hear it on stream. I'm actually not feeling super good right now. Fantastic game. How's it going, Neil? How you doing? Okay. Oh, Ooh versus Boxer. Erdman! Thank you so much for the host, kind sir. Hello, folks from the Erdman stream. You guys are in for a treat. You have arrived at just the perfect moment, because we're about to watch a battle of teacher versus student, and also a battle of rivals, right? This is Ooh versus Boxer, and I actually don't know when this game is from, because this is like a Hall of Fame game, and anyway, this is gonna be sick. This is probably from like 2004, and this is from the round of 8, game 3 of the best of 3 of the round of 8. Boxer versus Ooh. And these guys, I don't know if this is before or after they ended up playing against each other in the OSL finals. Oh, this is 2005 Pro League. Okay. Wait, I mean Star League. Shinhan. Oh, it's the Shinhan OSL, I guess. Hey, Scuzzy Starcraft. The VOD torrent from TL. Is there a VOD for the Hall of Fame games? Is that what you're saying? This particular game, I don't think I've ever seen this game before. I've never seen this game before. Because I haven't watched a lot of stuff in 2005. So, and let me see here. I actually have the names correct. So Boxer is the white Terran, who spawned in the bottom right, and Ooh is the yellow Terran on the bottom left. So if you guys don't know, basically Boxer plucked Ooh out and was like, you're gonna be a good player, and like basically trained Ooh up. Like Ooh was already really good, right? But Boxer was the one that recruited him, right? And he basically became Boxer's protege because he was this like really good Terran on the team of Boxer, who's the original really good Terran, right? He's laughing. That's like a Korean like haha. He's laughing in the chat because their SVs are chasing each other. This is the good old days where you can still chat in the game. Where do I get my VODs? I usually watch just YouTube games because for this show, I do this watch party show 2 days a week, by the way, every Wednesday evening and Saturday afternoon. And we just kind of like watch what's off the top of my head, so I don't really have time to prep anything because I take requests and stuff like that, so I usually just watch YouTube. Yeah. So, because if I download VODs, most of the VODs are the exact same quality that's on YouTube anyway, so it's not too good. But this is a really good quality VOD for 2005. This is actually really good stuff. Why did they ban chatting in game? You know, I'm not sure. I think it just might have been that they wanted to have some rules to make sure that people weren't saying anything too, like just have more control, I guess. I don't know. Kespa was a very controlling entity. They really wanted to control everything, so, but I don't know why they specifically banned chatting. Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of professionalism. If you want to come across as like a serious esport, like a serious broadcast program. You don't want the players joking around in chat and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know. The GG controversy. Yeah, there was someone who was like, they were disqualified because they typed GG, like they typed GGG or something like that. They said it wrong after the rules were in place. I don't know. You skipped university to watch my commentaries. What? You know, it's funny because I procrastinated on my university work to do commentaries because I started casting when I was in grad school, and I don't think I ever missed an assignment because I was casting instead, but I definitely like didn't put my full effort in on some assignments. Oh, look at their barracks passing exactly the same location. Their builds are very similar. Chatting was banned by Kespa for Brood War after Boxer mind-gamed an opponent by saying something about there not being enough space to build his buildings, implying he was proxying somewhere. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, they didn't want the mind games to be part of it, I guess. So yeah, so I was avoiding my homework when I was casting for the first couple years, basically. I was in grad school to get my teaching credential, so I was getting a teaching credential and I got a master's degree in education. So I finished grad school and then I worked part-time for about a year because I couldn't get a job as a teacher. And then I went to Korea for a couple years. And when I got back from Korea, I went back into education and became a teacher. So. And I was a history teacher, which is partly why I call myself the Starcraft history teacher. Can't fit my machine shop. Yeah, Boxer, definitely an IQ player. It's gonna be hard to tell who's units in this. Again, Uv is the yellow Terran, and Boxer is the white Terran. This is a Hall of Fame game too, so I'm whatever that means. Actually, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm excited about where this game is going to go, because these are basically two of the best Terrans in 2005. I think Uv definitely has a head on Boxer, but Boxer is still very competitive in 2005. You're the same color. Yeah, it's really hard to like see white versus yellow Terrans. Okay, well, Boxer has a Wraith in Uv's main now. There's a Goliath there, so it cloaks. How many? I wonder how many. Oh, nice. He landed the barracks in the spot so the command center couldn't build. Didn't he do a thing once where he made his SCV long distance mine to pretend he expanded, but then he busted? Yeah, I think he did. Cause look at this Wraith. Oh, there's the skin. Is the Wraith gonna survive? How many kills does the other Wraith have is the question. I kind of vaguely remember. Look at that. He just leaves and comes back when the scan wears off to get more SCVs. He's scared of that second scan though. Someone needs to get some VODs to put him through an AI upscaling program. That is something that I have tried already. It doesn't work very well because most upscaling programs are designed for real video and not video game footage. But I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say that there is the potential for a project to try and get around that. I don't want to make any promises though, because it may not work. But no, we can't. You can't rewash them through remastered because you would need the replays. And the replays I don't think exist anywhere, basically. Like, if there is somewhere that the replays exist, I don't know where they are. I wish I knew enough people in Korea still in the right places that I could ask. But I don't know the right people that, and especially because NBC Game is dead. On GameNet is also dead now, so it's, oh, look at this. Actually, Uv is just gonna stomp on Boxer with his Goliaths. Oh, he's got more tanks on the high ground. Can he hold the high? Okay, yeah. Once he gets that ramp, that's, he can hold that. Yeah, so you'd need to either get the hold of the replays, which is basically impossible, or if you got a hold of somehow the original broadcast footage, which I don't know if they would have kept that from the old days, and like re-record them or something like that. Yeah, like I wonder if there's a basement full of tapes or something. Yeah, well, because he had just too many Goliaths, and Boxer just didn't have enough tanks, and he didn't have any vultures is the key. Like, you need the vultures in front of the tanks, and he just didn't have them, so it's like, oh. But Uv is a really good... Uv was basically one of the best macro players of his day. So, like, he's going to have better macro than Boxer generally. Oh, see, look at this. He's got siege mode, but it's like he's just going to come in here with the Goliaths. Oh, he's attacking the Wraiths! Instead of the tanks. Nice. Look, he brought out SCVs to soak up fire and to repair. Yeah, mines would have been good too. Mines would have been too. NASA lost the original moon landing footage? Are you kidding? That can't be, right? Are you serious? What? Are you? I gotta pause. I gotta look this up. Are you serious? NASA original moon landing footage. Unsolved mysteries. The lost Apollo tapes on NASA.gov. Reports have surfaced that NASA lost some precious video footage of the first moonwalk. Before diving into the details, key points. NASA searched but could not locate the tapes. The data on those tapes were relayed to the Manned Spacecraft Center during the mission. The video was recorded there at other locations. There's no missing footage from the moonwalk. Okay. So it's just like they lost some of the tapes, but it's not a huge deal, it looks like. Search discovered high-quality broadcast versions of the footage. NASA worked with Lowry Digital, premium thermal restoration, to process them. All right, well, that's not that bad then. That's not that bad. All right, anyway, let's get back to StarCraft. Imagine thinking we landed on the moon. Hey, dude with a fork. The nonchalant croissant. Wow. That is an ID for the record books. The nonchalant croissant. That's amazing. Hey, Volkas is here. What's going on, man? Dude with a fork is kind of interesting too. Alright, so now we're getting into some true TVT with tank lines here. How's the heat wave? Man, it hasn't hit here yet. I'm living in Washington State right now, and it's coming in a couple days. I didn't get to escape it though. The weather report says it's going to get up to 111 degrees Fahrenheit this weekend, which is, what is that, like 45 degrees Celsius, I think? It's like, it's not cool. It's actually hot. It's the opposite of cool. Yeah, 111 is ridiculous. Like, it's not even that hot in the desert most of the time, you know? Like, what the hell? This is like one of the coolest, rainiest parts of the country. Or, I guess the West Coast. Not the coolest, but it's one of the rainiest parts of the country. Yeah, right now I'm staying with family. So I get to be in an air-conditioned house this weekend at least. So, that's good. Rack's factory and a port opening? Amazing! I'm glad this is turning into a macro game. So let's see, we got Uv doing 3 factories. And Uv has snuck in an extra base at the top left, by the way. Yeah, it's actually insane. Like, the parts of the country that are usually cold are just, like, overheating. It's kind of amazing. I like this drop, too. What is Uv doing? He's actually sending his SCVs to the refinery, and he's going to attack with them? He's going to lose some SCVs. Look at this. He just picks up the Goliaths and leaves. Nice. See, see, Boxer is so smart. He plays smart. Yeah, that was some good harass. He killed like 4 or 5 SCVs. He stopped all the SCVs from mining for a little bit. And what did he lose? 1 tank? I'll take it. They lost the source code to Final Fantasy 8 and 9? What? But yeah, man, I wish there was a way to get higher quality. I'll take it. I wish there was a way to get higher quality versions of these old games, man. I really wish there was. And like I said, I wish I could get a hold. I wish I could have gotten a hold of people on GameNet before they closed down to try and find out that information. But you know, I tweeted a couple people that I knew in Korea to ask, and like they didn't get back to me. But I don't think I knew the right people anyway. Unfortunately, if I'd still been able to contact the old producers that I worked with at On GameNet, they might have been able to, but they actually left On GameNet a few years ago. Hey! Thank you, Yuri. Stay safe and keep doing what you're passionate about. I appreciate that, Yuri. Much appreciated. I will be able to stay safe this weekend at least, because I'm just gonna stay at home and wait it out. Wait out the warmth. But I mean, those kind of temperatures can be deadly for people that don't have air conditioners. I used to live in Los Angeles. Excuse me. And there's a lot of places in Los Angeles where they don't have air conditioners in the homes. Probably in this area too, in like Washington, Oregon. There's probably a lot of places where they don't have air conditioners because it's so cool most of the time that you don't need them. So they don't bother installing them. And then like, there's a couple weeks a year when you do need them and you just like roast. So I was fine most of the year, and then there's like a couple weeks, my apartment that I lived in LA for like a year and a half. Most of the time it was fine, and then like there was a couple weeks where I just had to like get a big box fan and just blow it at my bed and just sleep with no blankets on, mostly naked, with a box fan just blowing at me to stay cool. Otherwise I would have died. Not literally died, but it would have been really, really tough. What map is this? This is Ride of the Valkyries, I believe. Which is this kind of like butterfly-shaped map. I mean, you can see the mini-map right now. Hey, thanks for the follow, Aurico. Yeah, if anyone else is interested in watching more old classic VODs with kind of a group watch party atmosphere, I do this every Wednesday and Saturday, so drop a follow if you want, or not. Isn't it a problem in Korea with fan death? Yeah, luckily I wasn't in Korea, so I didn't die. Emperor's in the thumbnail? Nice. Oh, I forgot to change the title. Forgot to change the title. Boxer vs. Uv. Stream title changed. That's awesome. Yeah, the thumbnail on Twitch updates based on what's going on in the VOD, and there was a shot of him like a minute ago, so that's probably what it's from.
3시 지역 멀티와 거기다가 5시 지역의 앞마당까지 그 세 군데를 동시에
Yeah, this is a 2005 game.
딱 끊을 수 있어요.
How you doing, Sneaky Larva?
근데 아직까지
Yeah, this is.
스타포트가 6개인가요?
예, 멀티 하나까지 차이가 나.
That's a lot of rates. Does he have 6 starports?
상황 봐서 갈 수도 있는 거고. 지금
예.
워낙
Oh, he scans it. Boxer just scanned that location to check for an expansion, and he spotted all of the rates. Oh my goodness.
스캔을 딱 때렸죠.
Now, did Uv see that he scouted it? Because if he gives Boxer a few minutes to start building Goliaths and stuff, or Valkyries, do you think he'll build Valkyries? Oh man, this map is even called Ride of the Valkyries.
원래 테란전이 아주 큰 어떤 교전 없이 장기전이 펼쳐지면
What do you think these guys' APM is?
이 미네랄을 저런 벌처로
Probably
이런 그 게릴라전에
in the 300s, I'd imagine.
타격을 좀 줬어요. 12시 좀 맞기 전에 바로 뚫었습니다. 최현성이. 아, 이거 호흡이 아주 길어요.
최현 선수가 계속
I'd imagine the 300s. Like later on, you get players with like 400 APM and over, and Jelizerg is known to get over 600 APM sometimes. But like the APM was like generally lower earlier on in the game, but by 2005 the APM. Hey, channel panel. Well, thank you for the follow. By 2005 the APM had kind of been pushed up, I believe, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't have any data or anything like that's just a guess about the APM. Yeah, that was a nice vulture attack right there. But where are the rates? Here are the rates. Oh man, if he's not prepared, he's about to lose all of his tanks. Oh my god, look at this. He doesn't have enough Goliaths to deal with this. He's gonna kill the Goliaths and then start killing tanks. Oh my gosh, so many rates. Never seen so many rates. By the way, hey Neo W63. Dr. Dinger Donger's in the house as well. A lot of raids did die, but now he can start killing tanks. That's the key. Oh, he needs to be. Why is he running? He should need to be killing tanks. Oh, there's more Goliaths coming in. Still, I think he could have killed those Goliaths and started killing tanks. Because once he gets rid of all the Goliaths and starts killing tanks, then it goes all downhill from there. So Boxer is barely kind of keeping in this. I really hope Boxer builds some Valkyries. What did someone just ask a second ago, though? Can a control group of wraiths one-shot Goliaths or tanks? I don't think so. I think it takes 2 shots to kill a tank. I'm not certain about Goliath, though, but I think it's probably two volleys. Because what are wraiths? Wraiths are like... They're like 11 damage to versus ground or something like that? I'm not sure. Oh, he's actually gonna run into the main and pick off the armories? Nope. He picks off some turrets. He's got so many wraiths, it's ridiculous. So by the way, someone said, like, I've never seen so many wraiths. Back in the old days, mass wraiths was a much more popular thing in Terran versus Terran. If you watch games from like 2003, 4, 5, or 2002 even, there's a lot of games where the Terran versus Terrans are just mass wraiths versus mass wraiths. So it was much more common back then. Yeah, we're here in 2021 watching a 15-year-old game. It's kind of weird. It's funny too when you watch these old games and you like see, like, let's say you see some teenager on the that's watching the game in the mall or wherever they're playing the games, right? And it's interesting to think, like, okay, that teenager that we just saw on screen, is now like 30 years old and has kids of his own.
중앙의 다수의 병력을 어떻게 활용할 건지
It's weird to think about the difference in time a little bit. Time's just weird in general, man.
안 움직여요.
예, 그러나 뭐 이명현 선수는 지금 뭐 이렇게 된 거 뭐 할 수 없죠. 방법
I
하나밖에
want to see if I
없어요.
can change this, by the way, just to make it a little bit
bit
easier.
슬슬 그냥
Let's do this.
묵직하게 쭉 거북이처럼 밀고 들어가는 것밖에 없거든요. 그래서 내가 밀릴까봐 어쩔 수 없이 최현성 선수가 모든 레이스를 끌고 골리앗이
Can we do this?
있는 그 큰 전장에 나와서 싸우지 않으면 안 되게끔 만드는 이 수밖에 지금
자,
없는데.
그때까지 기다리는 것인지 그리고 자신의 지분을 잡아 스위쳐 둘째 이제 확실히
There we
가져가요.
go.
골리앗.
네, 지금 같은 경우는 스캔을 뿌려서
There we go.
앞쪽에 배치돼 있는 대치대 어떤
Alright, we'll just leave it like that.
들어가도 되는 상황인데 임현 선수가 주저하고 있어요.
SCB를 버리고 있는 최현성 선수.
Actually, let's do a little bit over. We'll add a couple more spaces.
크거든요.
예, 병력을 더 뽑겠다는 거고요.
네, 이면도 뭔가 판단을 해야 돼요.
There we go.
야, 이거는 예, 최현성 선수가 어떤 아주 뭐 이렇게 방송에서 겉한 뭐 이런 별명 아니겠습니다만 뭐 이제 운전기사.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy that it's like 15 years old, but it's still pretty exciting.
노스텔지아 경기 때 얻었었거든요. 예,
Like neither of these players would beat Flash in a few years, right? But like at the time they're very evenly matched, so it's pretty exciting.
그러면 이면 이렇게 본격적으로
Do I know Korean? I know a little bit of Korean,
있을 겁니까?
but not enough to really understand what the Korean casters are saying. Yeah, he got the second armory.
이면
See, look, Boxer's building starports now too. He's gonna try and go head to head in the Wraith count. And look at the middle of the mini map, by the way. Look at the like 2 lines. Whoa! Look at the turrets there. What the crap? Is that Boxer's base? Yeah, Boxer is like turrets the hell out of that base.
이러니까 사실 배틀크루 좀 필요한 거예요.
He's just gonna go for his own. Oh, he's not going Wraiths, he's going BCs. Or is it going Valkyries? Maybe this is the Valkyries. He got 4 control towers, guys. You don't get 4 control towers unless you're going BCs or Valkyries. I think he's going Valkyries. And Uve is like, I got too much money. Oh, he's doing it! He's attacking the base with all the turrets! Why? He's sacrificing his SCVs to clear up space supply. So he can build more Wraiths and more tanks and stuff like that. Look at this, Boxer's even gonna save the base because he's gonna ferry in some more Goliaths, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know why he attacked there with all those Wraiths. I guess he figured if he can clear that out, Boxer can't really do anything to stop him from killing off that base. And if you look at the way the map is constructed, they've got it divided directly evenly on the mini-map, right? Boxer has all the right side of the map, Uve has all the left side of the map. The 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock bases are the only 2 that are in the middle. And if you can control those, you control more of the resource. He is going for BCs! Battle cruiser operational very soon. Yeah, it was a nice move sending eBay in too, for sure. So he didn't lose as many races as he could have. Yeah, 3 armories because he wants to keep upgrading his mech, and he wants to start upgrading double upgrades on his air. No, BCs can be very good against Wraiths. I mean, it's just, you know, especially because the thing is like you end up with this standoff, the firing line. The thing is BCs are not necessarily like the counter to Wraiths, but BCs are the counter to the tanks, because you can Yamato the tanks, and then you can take control of the ground, and that's actually the, I mean, control of the air is really mainly a battle that if you can control the air enough, you control the ground. You don't get mass Wraiths to win the game, you get mass Wraiths to kill your opponent's tanks so that you can win the game on the ground. Yeah, Yamatoing Wraiths doesn't work very well, but Yamatoing tanks works really well. because you can stand from a safe distance back and just pick off with Yamatos. One Yamato kills one tank, so you can whittle down their tank count with Yamatos. But really, you want BCs to counter BCs too. So probably we're gonna see Uv get his own BCs, I'd imagine. Sometimes Wraiths can counter BCs, but you have to make sure they don't have enough scans, basically, and they're usually gonna have enough scans at this point of the game. I think Yamato range is really, really far. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Yamato range is longer than a Goliath range. I mean, right now they're both maxed, and they're both probably banking. Hold on a second here. Oh. No upgrades on the tanks. I don't know whose tank is clicked right now, though. I think it's Uv. Oh, wow. What is he doing here? He's going to the main, and there's, like, Goliaths ready, but he's got so many Wraiths, he's actually going to take out the Goliaths? He's got so many Wraiths! Jesus! I think Boxer has, like, 8 starports. He's gonna fall back now. It looks like Uv has 30 or 40 Wraiths. In 2020, it's like a short circuit in the brain. Yeah, it is kind of funny, right? There's the Valkyries. There's the Valkyries. We haven't seen a single battlecruiser. I thought he got a physics lab, but maybe he's not going battlecruisers yet. But Valkyries is such a good smart move right now. Oh, but someone asked earlier if I know Korean. I know a little bit of Korean, so sometimes if I'm listening to the Korean casters, I can pick out certain things that they're saying and like know the gist of what they're talking about, but I don't understand them that well. But I know enough Korean that I could travel in Korea and I was able to get around pretty well. Okay, are we about to see a slaughter here? The Wraiths. Oh, he's pulling back. Oh, no, he's not. But there's only like 4 Valkyries, so he could actually lose those Valkyries very quickly if he's caught off guard too. Valkyries are the coolest looking Terran units. I think I would agree with that. I think I would agree with that. Once he gets another round of Valkyries though, and he has like 12 of them, those Wraiths are gonna be gone. And remember, they both have a line of tanks in the middle too. You can see it on the map. Like, they both have this line of tanks in the middle of the map too.
결국엔 어떤 이 맵의 어떤 모든 자원을 활용할 정도의 장기전이 된다면 6시를 먼저 가져갔던 6시를 가져갔다면 최우수 선수 12시만큼 확실하게 가져가야 되는데 그게 아니거든요. Oh, and Uv has some turrets in his tank line as well. This is really cute that Uv is like mining that 12 o'clock base like a little bit. It's a smart move. At this point, they're both maxed, and they don't have a lot they can do, so you can see Uv is kind of like chilling, because I think Uv is like, what do I do now? They're both just waiting for the other player to make a mistake, basically. The Valkyries are at +1 weapons, +2 armor. What is this? Oh, he's just throwing away the dropship because it doesn't do any good. Okay. Oh my god, that is so many Wraiths. 1, 2, 3. He's got, I think, 4 control groups of Wraiths. 5 control groups of Wraiths. Guys, he has like 50 Wraiths. I can see why this is Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, right now they're basically getting as many. They're both mining a little bit, but they're maxed, but they're not losing any units. So they're trying to build up the infrastructure so that when they do have a battle,
when they do have a battle, they can remax quickly.
뭔가 그
They can't stop mining.
처한 상황이죠.
It's really easy to get caught up in that. You can be like, oh, I have 10,000 minerals. I'm gonna get rid of all my SCVs and stop mining, and then you burn through those 10,000 minerals faster than you expect, right? So they have to keep mining a little bit, keep that income coming. But right now, both of them are not mining very much. Yeah, look, he's got like handful of SCVs at the base. This is crazy. Uv has like half of 12, yeah. Because there's Boxer's tanks right there, next to 12. So he can't mine the other half of it. So at some point, there's gonna be an epic battle. And I don't see how Uv wins it. Because the Valkyries are gonna come in late and they're gonna annihilate all of the Wraiths so quickly. Look, it's now Uv. Wait, who's that? Boxer's building more starports! Because essentially you want basically like enough production facilities that if your whole army dies, you can replace it in like 1 round of reinforcements, right? Or like 2 rounds of reinforcements. So, you know, if you got 10,000 minerals and 5,000 gas to spare, you want to build more starports so that you can actually use that money quickly when you get to that point. He only built like 6 Valkyries? That's kind of disappointing.
최현성 선수는 본진에다가 그러면은 건물이라도 좀 막 늘리고 있는지.
I don't know if he made that many Valks. He has more. He made a bunch of Goliaths, but he didn't actually make that. Barracks? He made 6 barracks? Okay, here we go. The Wraiths are going in. Where's the Valkyries? Where's the Valkyries? He's walking Goliaths through. Where are the Valkyries? Wait, Uv must know. Uv must know that Boxer didn't build enough Valkyries. He's probably scanned the whole map, and he there's just a random science vessel. Just in case he gets cloak on those raids, which why wouldn't he get cloak at this point? I'm sure he has cloak. He must have both. He must have the cloak and the energy upgrade for the raids. Did he actually kill the science facility with the physics lab on it? I guess he couldn't make more than 5, but like, I thought he would have. He definitely made more Goliaths instead of more Valkyries. But even so, I think he should have. It feels like he should have the Valkyries like in the middle of the map so that he can actually use them against those raids. They're just sitting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Valkyries at his bottom base. Kind of odd. I mean, Boxer knows best, but you know. But yeah, sometimes if you watch these old games, you have to make sure not to judge them by a 2021 meta mindset, you know, because the meta was different back then. They didn't know then what we know now. Yeah, this is turning into a long kind of sit-around game because I think both players know that they can't really attack into the other one. It's an hour because it's a TVT. Yeah. Look at this. Boxer's like, I got 10,000 minerals in the bank. I'll build a bunch of turrets just because I can. It's a good thing to do. Build extra turrets just in case, you know. You don't want to counterattack or a drop in your main or something like that while a big battle's going on somewhere else. I guess a drop in his main wouldn't really do a lot. He doesn't have anything in his main to worry about right now, but
경기가 또 많이 나오기도 해요.
간혹 나오죠. 어쩌다가.
Might as well protect it.
뭔가 변화를 구해하고 싶겠습니다. 뭐꽉 차서 유니카드 꽉 차서 뭐 할 수도 없어요.
Now we play the waiting game.
받아주지도 않고.
Yeah, well, and remember we saw Uv got 6 barracks.
그렇죠.
So like Uv is maybe planning on switching to bio or partial bio after a battle.
교전이 끊임없이 일어나거든요. 예, 야마토 캐논의 어떤 이 만화가 되는 대로
Um,
한 바퀴 쏴주고, 예, 서로 야마토 쏘러 오는 거.
Which, I mean, he's probably got way more minerals than he has gas.
계속적으로 벌어져갖고
So
그, 예,
it kind of makes sense to throw in some marines because they're so cheap and they're minerals only. But in that case, why not get vultures? Is what I'm thinking. I guess if you're worried about going up against like BCs or enemy wraiths or something like that, then you might want to have marines instead of vultures. All right, here's Boxer's point of view. We can't. So he has 10,000 minerals and almost 10 and like 9,000 gas. He's killing his own Valkyries? What is he doing?
차라리 보내서, 예, 공격이라도 한번 시키고.
What?
제대로 한번 쏴보지도 못한 것 같은데요, 정말도.
그렇죠. 예, 상대방 레이스도 있는데 가가지고 두두두두 한번 쏘고 죽었어.
Why is he killing his own? He killed his own Valkyries and made wraiths instead, it looked like.
작전상 희생이 불가피했습니다. 이면 입장에서는요.
Why would he kill the Valkyries? Valkyries are so good against mass raids. They're so good.
아, 이거는 글쎄 왠지 누가 적극적인 수를
Yeah, he could have at least A-moved them, right? And done some damage.
안 나오려 법 없습니다. 한 선수라도 적극적으로 공격을 한다면 모르겠지만 그렇게 무리수를 두기가 두 선수 못.
They didn't know what? The Valkyries were good against raids? He definitely knew that. They definitely know that.
여기가 화두네요. 12시 멀티가 유일하게 온전한 거의 온전한 멀티거든요.
지금 이거는 네, 최은성 선수 흘린 거예요.
이 경기를 가져갈 가능성이.
This is kind of crazy though.
일반입니다. 뭐 반은 먹을 반저 미네랄 4덩이밖에 없어요. 이제 최현성이 먹을.
Yeah, he's got like 100 supply worth of raids. It's actually insane.
없어요. 현상은 SCB가 필요 없는 상황.
Now I did understand the Korean caster just said "없어요," which means like there's none left basically or gone. That's he killed the Valkyries to make battle cruisers. I thought he refilled with wraiths, but he made battle cruisers. So that's actually kind of smart. That's actually kind of smart. And that's why I think that's why he killed them himself. Because if he kills his own Valkyries, Uv doesn't know that there's a period of time where Uv has a supply advantage. If he A-moves those Valkyries in and kills them, and I think he killed some of his own SCVs also. If he attack moves them in and kills them, Uv can say, oh, actually, right now I'm 20 supply ahead. This is my moment to make my move and go. But instead, by killing him himself, he keeps that a secret from Uv, so Uv doesn't know that he has a window of opportunity until the battle cruisers are already out to replace them. I think that's probably his logic. Like I said before, battle cruisers are big and they're slow, but they have Yamato guns. They have Yamato guns. They can start picking off tanks. And if he can start picking off tanks, then you know, if he picks off enough of Uv's tanks that he can make a move on the ground. Right now, Boxer's Goliaths can beat Uv's wraiths. Right? But Boxer can't attack with his Goliaths. Oh, he's actually killing some Goliaths to make more battle cruisers. It's kind of crazy. But Boxer can't attack with his Goliaths because Uv's tanks will kill his Goliaths. So, getting the battle cruisers to pick off the tanks So make it so your Goliaths have better advantage on the ground. Kind of makes some sense. But this is, I mean, this is like a crazy end game scenario. Both players right now are trying to figure out what Neo said. They're trying to figure out the exact right comp. They're trying to say, what does my opponent have? What do I need to get to counter it? And they're both trying to like adjust. Boxer's trying to adjust. Uv is just sitting on his bank. He's not really trying to make any adjustments right now, but Boxer is trying to like make some slight adjustments and shift slowly over to battle cruisers. Oh, Yamato! I just heard a Yamato gun. Oh, yep. See, oh, he got too close, but he killed off a few tanks. Look! Uv only has like 4 or 5 tanks now in that spot. There's the. That's why he built the barracks. Guys, that's why he built the barracks, so they can fly in and soak up damage from the Goliaths in an attack. Oh my god, that's genius. Or, oh, that's even more genius. He's gonna float him over his tanks so Boxer can't target them with the Yamatos. What a crazy game! It's so weird because right now it's a stalemate, but it's like it's a very tense stalemate, and they're both waiting to see if they can outsmart the other one. Look at that! He's covered all of his tanks. He's covered all of his tanks with barracks. That is hilarious. Yeah, they figured they actually. You'd see TVTs like this even as far back as like 2002, I think. I'm pretty sure I've seen something like this in 2003, 2004. But I haven't watched almost any games from 2001 or 2. But I'm sure this is not like a super new thing. The Overlord drone ramp trick? What does that mean? Where you I'm not sure what that means with the Overlord. I know the drone ramp trick, I think. Boxer's gonna try and mine the other side. He might do that. Overlord on top of a drone on a ramp. Oh, okay. It can't go through, and it's hard to attack the drone. I see. Yeah, I think the longest game was actually. Well, the longest game that I've seen was Stork versus GG Play. And that was an hour and a half long. But I'm not sure if there's been a longer game other than that I just haven't seen. Boxer's edging forward. They're both actually very low on tanks. I keep talking about how the tanks are the important part of the army, but they're actually pretty low on tanks. But look at that line in the middle. Look at that line in the middle of the minimap. Boxer has slowly edged it slightly over to the left. He's like, no, you're not gonna mine from this spot, buddy. No. They're not sure what to do right now. I'm not sure why Boxer isn't trying to do more with his Yamatos, by the way. Yeah, it's a DMZ. This is basically North and East and West Korea with a DMZ in the middle. I don't know if you guys know that, but there is actually a DMZ, demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. You can actually go and visit it as a tourist. I've gone a couple times. It's been there for 50 years though, or actually no longer. It's been there for
안에 좀 특히나
Almost
최현성
70
선수
years.
입장에서는 돌파하고 있어야 되거든요.
근데 지금 그 베럭스로 가려놓고 있는 최현 선수는
I guess you're right. If he uses the Yamato, the Wraiths will just kill it, right?
하고 진짜로 핵을 오히려 생각해야 되는 거는 최현성 선수 쪽이 아닌가 이런 생각이 오히려 들고요.
이제는
I think Uv does have the advantage with those barracks, honestly. Because if you attack move the Goliath, they're gonna go after the barracks.
그러면 맞은 거예요.
네, 물론 이묘한 선수도 탱크 수가 줄어들고는 있습니다만 서로 간의 탱크를
Yeah, they've both slowly been shifting into only air units this whole game, which is kind of insane.
늘릴 수 있는 거고요.
그렇죠. 그러니까 서로가
But if it does end up with only air units, Boxer with BCs and Goliaths versus Wraiths is gonna win. Look at Uv. It's like, ooh.
근데 골리앗을 너무
Is he killing? He's killing more Goliaths to make more BCs, I guess.
예, 골리앗 비중 어떻게 생각하면은 최현성 선수는 이묘한 선수가 이제 연성이 최현성 선수의 그 탱크를 내가 많이 줄였으니까 한번 쫙 밀어보자 이러고 무리를 좀 하면서 골리앗을 좀 잃기를 기다리고 있을지도 몰라요.
You don't like the BCs?
골리앗이 지금 그렇게 많은 건 아니거든요.
I feel like max BCs versus max Wraiths will win. I think the BCs win. But I'm not sure. I've never actually like tested it. But usually in these long TVTs you do end up with battlecruisers versus battlecruisers. And actually you don't I don't think you want to use Yamatos in that battle. Yamatos are for sniping. I don't think Yamatos are for mid battle. Unless if it's a BC versus BC battle, you want a Yamato. I don't know why he doesn't have Valkyries. Oh, he's going in. Oh, he's just moving a little bit. He's not going in. He's just using the SCVs to bait a little bit of attacks while he moves the line over a little bit. He can't even see the tanks, but it doesn't matter. Oh man, Uv has been forced out of. Wait, Uv doesn't have any tanks now. Uv doesn't have any tanks now. So the Goliaths can push in. Has Boxer done it? Has Boxer? What does Uv do to counter this? Because if it had been during a fight, the barracks could have soaked up a bunch of damage during a fight, but this isn't a fight, this is just the barracks just getting mowed down. Boxer's killing Uv's defensive structures now as well. Why is Uv not doing something about this? He laid mines down for the Goliaths. You gotta do something, Uv. You gotta do something. You can't just let him come in here. I mean, losing his natural doesn't matter. None of this matters yet. Losing the tanks matters. But so far, losing these buildings doesn't matter. So Uv might be waiting to have a battle on a better situation where the Goliaths aren't as big of a deal. And this is not it. This is not it, Uv. Fight from your ramp or something like that. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a good choke point at least, though. He's actually killing the BCs. Oh my god, he did it with Wraiths. Oh my god. But now Boxer has so many turrets, I don't know if he can counter. And now Boxer has to try and remax. Boxers. Okay, what's coming out of those starports now is the question. Imagine, I don't know why he didn't make Valks again or keep those Valkyries. The Valkyries would have been so good. Like if Boxer has, how much supply are Valkyries? 4? 3? I don't know how much supply Valkyries are actually. But if he has
아무리 수적으로 우세하다고
if he has like
골리앗하고
5 less BCs and he has a dozen Valkyries instead,
비축해둔 자원이
그렇죠.
얼마 정도인지
예.
모르겠습니다만 아까 그
or actually let's say like
전쟁은 임야 선수가
you know 8 less
아니, 왜 그러냐면
Goliaths
또 최현성 선수의 경우는
and 8 Valkyries instead or something like that.
예.
아, 그리고
So
이면
here's
일단 골리앗
Uv has no
골리앗
gas?
싸움하러 보내요.
아까 그 전투에서 레이스로
How is Uv so poor?
지금 다시 추가되는
Uv had they just showed Uv's screen and he has less than 1,000 gas and he has about 5,000 minerals.
배틀이 더 많아지고 골리앗이 더 많아질 수가 있는 상황이거든요.
자, 배틀 순식간에 나오죠. 한 번에 10기씩 나와 10기씩.
예, 거기다가 지금은 유명한 선수
Yeah, I don't Valkyries would have totally owned that. So now Boxer's remaxed, I think.
이렇게만 돼도 예.
Why would he not get Valkyries?
우리를 뽑고 있는데
I don't know.
아무튼 갖추기 전에 먼저 또 들어가죠. 최현성의 병력.
Maybe he wants to give Uv a fighting chance.
자원은 미네랄 4,000 정도.
You know, he doesn't want to humiliate his protege. Maybe, I don't know.
배틀이고 골리앗이고 풍합이거든요. 아 정말 예, 머릿들로 뭐 한다는.
Yeah, Valkyries can be targeted down fast, but if you wait for him to engage the Goliaths and then the Valkyries come in from behind over the Goliaths, then he wins. I think even if he targets down the Valkyries quickly, I don't know. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe that's what he's thinking is that there's too many wraiths and the Valkyries would only get one volley off before they died or something like that, and maybe Boxer's worried that they wouldn't get enough value with one volley against that many wraiths because it's so many damn wraiths. He is making Marines, and they're just dying to Goliaths. He's like stimming Marines into the just to kill turrets, I guess. Makes sense. Kill the turrets, you can go in with your wraiths and do damage. He got stimmed. Battle cruisers are like, nope.
재고도 많았습니다. 재고 자원도.
네, 레이스는 실제 보이는 거보다 더 많은 것 같아요. 예.
So Uv basically has like
그리고 또 그렇게 워낙에 많았기 때문에 아까 그 배틀 골리앗 이 조합
he only has wraiths, right?
이길 수 있었던 거 아니겠습니까? 네.
So that means Uv has like 90 wraiths at this point. Because he's got to be maxed, right? Unless he didn't have the gas to max out.
예전에 그 듀얼 토너먼트에서 뭐 저그 대 프로토스 그 발의 꿈이라는 맵에서 1시간 넘는 그런 경기 하나 있긴 있었는데 이창훈 선수하고 서기수 선수 경기였나 아마.
It's more entertaining than modern TVT because you can follow what's going on. All right, now he's flying his buildings in.
자, 여기서 여기가 문제죠.
And he's going with the wraiths as well with the buildings.
골리앗이 이제 다 골리앗.
Some of the Goliaths are attacking the starports.
네, 아, 레이스 숫자가 현저히 줄어들죠.
This is it. This is the last hold.
골리앗이가 나왔다면은 이차원에서 만들 병력 없겠지.
There's too many Goliaths. GG. What the hell was that game?
숫자 뭐 서름에 없어요.
Thank you for the recommendation. As usual, Max. Not only is Max like the most generous person with dropping donations for some of his recommendations, his recommendations are always just on point too. Usually very good games to watch. Hey, Kung Piss Tank's in the house. How's it going? Speaking of someone who's very generous as well. That is crazy. Look, they're both wearing the same jersey too because they're on the same team. That is insane. So he did it without Valkyries, I guess. I wonder what that was. Like, that's my only theory is that he was worried that the Valkyries would die too quickly to the wraiths and wouldn't get enough value because of something like that. Not sure. He made them as a morale boost. That's right. He did make Valkyries. He just then killed them on his own. All right. What do we want to watch next, ladies and gentlemen? You want to watch some? Maybe we should watch some more like old Boxer or something like that. This just popped in my head. Here we go. 2002. Let's watch a 2002 game. Now, we're talking about the old school stuff. This is the oldest of old school stuff right here.
스카 2000년 게임 스타리그 결승전. 아, 정말 많은 분들 오셨습니다. 빈자리가 하늘 하나 떨어질 틈도 없는 것 같습니다. 흰색 응원도구는 이모한 선수를 응원하는
Let's
분들,
watch some
그리고
super old school right here.
박정석 선수를 응원하는 분들입니다. 양 선수들의 모습이 나오고 있습니다. 박정석 잘 생겼습니다. 이면 선수.
Alright, I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna leave this game going and let it get started here. Look at the spacesuits that they wore back in 2002, by the way. The steam on the stage. Absolute insanity. So I'm gonna leave the game running so you guys can watch the intro without me. I'm gonna go run to the restroom real quick. So I'll BRB.
경기 시작됐습니다. 맵은 개마고원. 먼저 박정석 선수의 진영부터 보겠습니다. 박정석 선수의 진영은 2시. 박정석 프로토스. 그리고 이에 맞서는 이묘한 선수는 박정석 선수로부터 직선거리 가장 멉니다. 8시.
그 온게임 내 스타리그의 어떤 전통이라는 거는 진짜 무시할 수 없는 것 같다는 생각이 듭니다.
네.
온게임 내 스타리그 결승전에서는 굉장히 가장 공평한 스타팅 포인트로 양 선수가 결정되는 그런 징크스가 좀 있거든요.
네.
항상 그런 건 물론 아닙니다만 굉장히 그런 빈도수가 높아요. 그런 확률이 아주 높은데 지금도 보면 대각선으로 딱 나왔기 때문에 양 선수 모두 좀 위치운 때문에 좀 뭐 이렇게 얘기할 이런 게 별로 없고요.
네, 맵이 나오고 있습니다.
박정석 선수가 지금 1시, 이면 선수가 7시죠.
예, 가장 문제시되던 마의 5시가 안 걸렸죠.
그렇죠. 예, 그것도 참 정말 묘한 것 같아요, 진짜.
네, 자, 이 개막원 맵에서 5시 승률이 상당히 떨어진다. 두 선수 모두 5시는 피했고, 자, 이면 선수 입구 부분에 건물을 짓고 있는 모습이 확인됐습니다. 첫 경기에서 승리를 거두면 이길 확률이 66.7%. 과연 그 확률 누가 뚫을 것인지. 서프라이즈 포 만들고 있는 이면 선수.
글쎄요, 만약에 박정석 선수가 첫 경기를 패하면은 진짜 3대0 승부가 나올 가능성도 저는 굉장히 높다고 보거든요.
네. 자, 박정석 선수. 오!
예, 입구가 막히기 전에
네.
프로가 그 정찰에 성공을 하니까 터져 나오는 함성이죠.
네, 지금 뭐 대각선으로 바로 보냈기 때문에 들어올 수가 있었던 거죠.
일단은 뭐 대각선이면 또는 대각선만 아니면 뭐 그런 생각을 한 듯 박정석 대각선으로 정확히 보내서 이묘한 선수의 진영을 확인합니다.
예, 박정석 선수가 물론 개마고원이라는 맵에서 프로토스가 어떤 몰래 건물을 통해서 테란 쪽에 타격을 줄 수도 있겠지만은 자신의 스타일 쪽으로 임요한 선수를 끌어들이는 것이 힘싸움을 펼쳐주는 것이 좋고, 임요한 선수의 대프로토스전의 어떤 그 특징이라고 본다면 장기전으로 가는 경우가 거의 없습니다. 그러니까 초반에 승부를 많이 본다는 점을 감안했을 때 임요한 선수는 초반 승부에 중점을 많이 두겠죠.
그런 의미에서 입구가 막히기 전에 프로브가 테란의 진영으로 들어간 거는 굉장히 의미가 크죠.
네.
뭐 해보지도 못하고 프로토스 선수들이 패하는 이런 경기가 진짜 그 이묘한 선수의 프로토스전 승리 중에서 많았고, 그런 식으로 첫 경기를 지고 나면은 페이스가 완전히 말립니다.
네.
그게 이묘한 선수의 위력이거든요.
하지만 초반에 상대편의 모습을 대략적으로 보고 있고 병력을 밖으로 빼는 박정석 선수입니다.
저 프로브가 왜 바깥으로 도망을 나갔죠?
네, 밖으로 나와서 다시 박정석 선수 일단 안쪽으로 들어갔던 프로브를 뺍니다.
혹시 저 프로브, 보통 대부분 저 프로브를 잃더라도 프로토스 유저들은 정찰에 끝까지 활용을 하는데 저 프로브를 살리고 나왔다는 것은 혹시 몰래 건물을 시도할 수도 있지 않을까 이런 생각도 해보네요.
그렇습니다. 자, 말씀하시죠.
몰래 건물을 이제 시도할 수도 있겠고, 그리고 프로브가 참 운 좋게도 테란 진영 안으로 들어왔는데 이 프로브가 왜 나갈까? 왜 나가지? 라는 이런 의구심을 이묘한 선수에게 갖게 할 수도 있는 거 아니겠어요? 그러니까
저희와 똑같은 의구심을요.
그렇죠. 일종의 심리전이 될 수도 있다고 생각을 하고, 스타크래프트에 있어서의 어떤 양 선수의 심리전이라는 게 날이 가면 갈수록 점점 더
What I miss?
지금 뭐 박정석 선수 승리 예상하는 프로게이머가 더 많네요.
네, 12명을 대상으로 했습니다만은 김동수, 변길성, 강동 김덕영, 한비소프트의 3명의 선수들은 이면 선수를 응원했고 이거 객관적인 거거든요.
Man, there's like
응원이
no
아니라요.
pixels in this VOD.
네.
승리를 예상한 거죠.
네.
No pixels at all.
자, 초반에 정찰전 뜨겁고요. 아무튼 박정석
2002 Pro Micro.
아직까지 그 비밀이 밝혀지지
Yeah, I
않고
hope you're in
박정석,
for
KT의 두 개째 늘리면서
some 2002
불빛이 한참 돌아오고 있습니다.
네, 박정석 선수는 자신의
2002 meta.
스타일로 자신의 페이스를 경기를 끌어나가려고 하고 있네요 지금.
It's gonna look very different, even from 2005.
이 개막원에서의 첫 경기가 정말 중요합니다.
There's the man
뭐
himself.
마찬가지지만 박정석 선수도
Mr.
그렇게
Bonjour.
생각하고 있을 겁니다. 분명히 첫 경기 지면 3대 0으로 질 수도 있다.
I'm back, but I have to send a text here real quick, so I'm gonna be like half paying attention for a sec. I have a friend that's like really
지금 현재
really not
어떻게 보면
having a good time in life. I want to make sure that I'm supporting her.
박정석 선수가 어떤 그 물량지우식으로
So just give me a sec.
셔틀까지 동반하게 되면은 이 개막원 맵에서의 원팩 더블 커맨드는 상당히 위험할 수 있습니다.
박정석 선수 어떤 막 기습적인 작전을 꾀하는 것이 아니라 무난하게 지금 파워드라고 제대로 나오고 있거든요.
예, 그러나 박정선 선수가 지금 이렇게 드래곤이 찔러보기 하러 와가지고 예, 머린들이 언덕 위에서 대기하고 있고
네.
그 너머에서 탱크가 퉁퉁 쏜다. 그럼 원팩 더블 안 갔거든요. 예, 이거는 대나무류 조이기 혹시 시도하나 보다. 뭐
네.
이렇게 착각을 불러 일으킬 수도 있는 예, 이런 형태를 해놓고 그러면서 어떤 타이밍을 약간 그 덜어내서 커맨드 센터를 짓고 있는 거예요.
네. 1차전 승리했을 경우 우승 확률 66.7%입니다. 9개 시즌 중 6번의 시즌에 그런 결과가 나왔는데 오늘은 어떨지 보겠습니다.
예,
Can you still do the mole flip? Yes, I
박정석
can.
선수의 물량 스타일에
Yes, I can.
맞서서 어떤 초반을
Actually, not right now.
네.
오히려 그
Because right now my thumb is like messed up where like if I bend it too much, it hurts. So like right now if I try to do a mole flip, when I put my hand down on the ground and put pressure on my thumb, it would like jack me up and I'd fall over. But generally speaking, yes. I can still do a mole flip. I think I did one not that long ago. Just to prove to myself and someone else that I still could.
중반 거의 넘어가기 직전부터 막 교전이 펼쳐지는 이런 경기도 참 많은데
맞습니다.
진짜 막이 프로 권투 프로 복싱에 있어서 헤비급 통합 타이틀전 막 이런 걸 펼치면 엄청 기대를 하는데 막 3회 4회까지 서로 탐색전만 벌이는 예, 큰 경기일수록 그런 경우 되게 많잖아요.
네.
지금 보니까 딱 그런 양상 아닙니까 두 선수?
그 초반 승부를 예상했습니다만은 상황은 완전히 다른 쪽으로 나가고 있습니다. 이면 선수 박정석 선수 경기를 펼치는 이곳 서울 올림픽공원입니다.
그리고 앞마당 쪽에 그 임현 선수의 방어진 셔틀을 내려놓기도 상당히 어렵게 만들어놨죠.
완벽 방어로 상대편도 확장을 시도하니까 박정석 선수도 넥서스를 소환하고 있습니다. 먼저 드라군을 보내보고 있는
Yeah, this game is going to be different feel
내려오고 있는 박정석 선수
than later games for sure. 2002 was a crazy time. They don't even have an overlay on the screen. Okay, now they do. That's kind of funny. But let's put this up here. Usually I put my overlay of who's playing over the overlay that they have, but unless it's like hidden at the top.
아주 그냥 이 정석적인 원팩 더블을 한 거일 수도 있겠습니다만 박정석은 분명히 나의 뭔가의 도박적인 플레이를 기다릴 것이다.
네.
예, 그것에 대한 대비를 확실하게 해놨을 것이다라고 어떤 허를 찌른 게 지금과 같은 어떤 정통 원팩 더블 패턴일 수도 있는 거예요. 예.
지금 탱커의 위치로 봐서 뒤로 돌아가는 것도 어려운데요.
Oh, that's right. This is a map where you kind of got two sides to your natural. See, that's probably why this kind of map doesn't exist anymore. Because Protoss could just come from both directions and attack the natural expansion. That's not fair. Oh, the tanks are dead. But he's still got so many SCVs he can repair that bunker forever.
예, 그래도 막아내네요 임현 선수.
벙커는 지켰는데
벙커만 지켰죠 지금?
지금 이런 식으로 원팩 더블을 하면서 이 벙커의 사정거리 업그레이드를 했을 리가 없고요.
네.
예, 그렇기 때문에 그 드래곤들은 때려도 벙커는 못 때리는 이런
Look at that. See, this is 2002. Reach expanded, and he didn't actually send any probes to his expansion yet.
보니까 막 이렇게
The pace of play was so much slower in 2002. It's kind of funny.
벙커와 탱크를 수리할 수 있는 SCB도 많은 상태. 근데 그거를 돌파하기
And Boxer only has one factory and oh, he's making more about a barracks also.
파괴시켰다는
See,
임현 선수 정말
Bio versus Protoss.
지금 당장은 이미현 선수가 앞마당 멀티를 성공한 다음에 게스를 못 팠죠.
Good old Mantos though. Deep 3 exactly right.
미네랄은 남고 게스는 좀 빡빡한 상황이 분명합니다.
From the makers of Deep 6, come. Actually, Deep 6 is probably a variation on.
준비했던 것이
I don't know when Deep 6 became a thing, but
바이오닉과 메카닉의
this is probably before that.
예, 그것을 생각했던 모양인데요.
박한익이요. 자, 이면 선수의 박한익 어떤 모습일지 보겠습니다. 자, 박정석 다시 한번 병력들을 보내보고 있는데요. 이번에는 드라군 위주의 박정석.
You know what? That's funny. I have these snacks over here.
지금 박정석 선수의
I have these snacks. So I was about to eat some snacks, and I realized
늘려주고 있거든요.
this describes my chat. Hold on a sec. I want to see what happens in this game first. Do they have more cuts to the audience than usual? That's interesting. So this is my snack.
벌채 활용이 관건인데
Oh, it might be
지금
backwards.
어떤 그 베럭스 중심의 병력을 운영했을 경우에 프로토스가
Roasted, unsalted,
어렵거든요.
fancy mixed nuts. That's us. That's us. Because we don't have a very I don't have a very salty chat. We're not rage gamers here. Because we're watching both sides, right? So we don't get mad or anything like that. So we're a bunch of mixed nuts from different places in the world, unsalted, and we're pretty fancy, right? And I don't know about you, I've been roasted a lot. I've been roasted. Maybe, hopefully you guys haven't been roasted, but I've definitely been roasted in my day. Look at this, bio and tanks versus zealots. Oh my gosh. Now if Boxer was on par, actually it looks like he's gonna kind of hold things off here. But if Boxer hadn't lost so much earlier, he would have been in decent shape against him. Oh, now he has High Templar though, so now a couple storms are gonna win the game, and that's why people don't go bio.
탱크하고 탱크도 렌즈 유닛이고요. 그리고 어떤 이동을 하면서 공격을 하는 이런 플레이를 해준다고 했을 때 컨트롤하기 굉장히 좋은 유닛이 탱크입니다. 왜냐하면 뒤로 움직이면서도
Wonder? Oh, it's like Wonder is like a different spelling of Wonder. I like that. Yes, this is the Mantos employing some man lots. Some pretentious snacks. Kinda. Well, it's roasted also, right? It says roasted.
지금 상황이 박정석 선수가 많이 유리한
I don't know
것처럼
if
보입니다.
Steve can see it.
왜냐하면
My
자신이
blur
생각했던
filter is
박한익이
kind of
먹히지 않았고
stopping it.
체제 변화, 메카닉으로서 전환을 해줘야 되는데
That thing you do reference? I have not seen that thing you do.
하나가 더 많지 않습니까?
자, 박정석의 셔틀이 날아갑니다. 아무래도
These stacks are wonderful.
앞마당 언덕 뒤쪽을 노리는 것 같습니다. 앞마당 언덕 뒤쪽은 아무런 방어 체계까지 없는
You're
상태.
breathtaking. Or what is it he says? It's breathtaking, right? Keanu Reeves. Oh, we're about to see a storm drop. We're about to see Mantos storm drop. Nope. Oh yeah, there we go. He actually didn't kill much. I like how he dropped out the zealots to distract fire. Look at that storm. Oh man, the Templar lives. Their units are just gonna walk away now. I guess they're a little bit pretentious, claiming that they're fancy. They're Trader Joe's brand. Trader Joe's is kind of a pretentious brand, so I would say that they're probably a little pretentious. I shop at Trader Joe's a lot though, so I don't think that makes me pretentious, but I could see it being a pretentious thing.
나머지 한쪽은 드랍십에서 내린 그 머린 메딕 병력들이 막 프로브 쏴주고 포통캐는 없애주고 이런 플레이가 되고 있어야 되는데 지금 이묘한 선수가 마치 이윤열 선수처럼 지금 플레이하고 있거든요.
예, 그러니까 초반에 베럭스를 늘리고서 예 메카닉으로 전환하다 보니까 타이밍이 늦었죠.
네.
그래서 지금 이제 임요한 선수가 시도하려는 것은 벌처를 통한 멀티 견제인데.
I'm not sure if it's funny. I want to eat some snacks, but I don't really feel like eating these snacks for some reason.
병력을 아래쪽으로 전진 배치시켰습니다.
Not sure why.
지금 이면
I used
선수는
to always have
박정석 선수 그 약간 타이밍을 노려야
pretzels and
되는데
cashews
그
that I would eat
타이밍이
during
놓쳤어요.
streams, but
그리고 그 테란과
I'm out
프로토스와의 경기에서
of them, so
메카닉
I guess there's some
전술을
cashews in this.
네.
중앙 쪽을
But I like
선점을 해야 되는
the
점인데
pretzels to
아직까지
balance out the
중앙 쪽 선점하고 있는 점 박정석
cashews for some
선수죠.
reason.
자, 스카 2000 게임 네스타리그
I'm gonna have a few nuts. I'm gonna stick some nuts in my mouth.
아, 예, 스타게이트.
Stargate.
이런 식으로
It's time for man carriers.
지상군 싸움 만으로도 예, 지상군 싸움이 끝까지 계속된다고 할지라도
It's time for man carriers, ladies and gentlemen.
예, 그런데
What the hell is in this stuff?
예, 그 싸움에서
Cashews,
이겨서 굉장히 선전을 해줘도
Walnuts,
그다음에는
and almonds, it looks like, and something else.
박정석 선수가
I have no idea what this is.
6대4 정도는 유리합니다 지금.
네, 박정석 뭔가
Kind of nut is that?
더 준비하고 경기를 리드해가고 있습니다.
예.
박정석.
지금 드랍십이 날아가고 있죠 임요한 선수.
네. 자, 이면 선수
I feel like I should know, but I
자,
don't.
이건 확장 기적으로 그냥 무시하고 스타팅 레오포지션 쪽으로 합니까? 이면 선수의 드랍십 어디로 12시 쪽으로 이동방만 되어 있죠.
예, 포토캐논의
어?
사거리가 되는 예, 위치에 내릴 수밖에 없네요.
네. 자,
Boxer's gonna
벌처는
do a drop,
중앙쪽으로 나왔고, 박정석
but he's gonna do a
자신의
drop
드리블을
and attack at the same time.
돌리고 있습니다. 자, 이면 벌처를 치면서 다시 경기에
Oh,
회복을 노리고 있습니다.
oh, he's going after Templar. Oh, he makes him storm his own zealots.
프로토스의 유닛이 모이기 이전, 물량이 확보되기 이전에 큰 힘을 발휘하는데 프로토스의 지상 유닛이
Whether you
너무
pick off a
많아요.
Templar or you force a Psystorm, either way, you've eliminated
나올 타이밍입니다. 박정석 선수.
a threat.
박정석이 엄청나게 쏟아져 나올 물량을 어떻게 막을 것인지
chocolate covered almonds are great.
상대는 이묘환입니다. 자, 곳곳에 자,
Especially
짚고 있는 이묘환.
Dark chocolate covered almonds are my favorite.
이곳은 자, 12시 부근을 공략할 수 있는 곳. 질럿을 잡기 위한 바벨.
네, 질럿이 워낙 많으니까 예, 정말 나쁜
Oh,
판단은
man.
아니었는데.
네.
I'm a little worried for Boxer. He's losing battles. His drop's not doing very much. Oh, he actually escaped though with that drop.
진짜 저글링조차
Dark chocolate, damn it. I'm jealous.
하지만 이면 선수 이번 게릴라전은 어느
I have some chocolate ice cream I might eat later though.
박정석 선수 또한 가만히 있지 않습니다. 질럿
I agree, Neo. I'm actually a little bit surprised that this
네.
seems very normal.
단지 여기저기 그냥 신경이 분산되도록 만드는 거예요. 그러니까
네.
베르트랑
It's like slower paced,
지금 임요한 선수
but it still seems very normal, other than the bio early on.
이제
Which is a little bit weird, obviously.
언덕 쪽에 멀티가 활성화돼서 그동안 탱크를 모으고 있거든요. 탱크 모아서 진출하게 되면 캐리어가 나온다는 얘기예요. 이제.
정말 아비터 트리블의 모습 보이고 있어요.
캐리어가 아니라 아비터네요.
Oh, it's arbiters.
이런 중요한 경기에서 아비터 좀 더 지켜보겠습니다. 어떤 모습인지요. 박정석 다시 한번 맵의 중앙을
Yeah,
차지하면서
Boxer
경기를 보내고 있습니다. 질럿과 드라군이
And Reach in 2002
많습니다.
still
자,
play
이거
better than I do
올림픽과
now,
평화의 찾으신
or that I ever have.
팬들만큼 많지는 않습니다만 다수의 병력.
예, 지금 박정석
I
선수의
think
약간 우왕좌왕하면서 박정석 선수
could I right now beat Boxer from like 2000 or something like that? Maybe from 2000,
많아서 그런가요?
but I don't know about 2002.
네.
너무 많으면 이렇게 되는 거예요.
그렇군요.
예, 저거는 박정석 선수 컨트롤 지금 못하네 뭐 이게 아니라 야 유닛 진짜 많나 보네.
네.
예, 이런 얘기가 나오는
자,
거죠.
위험해요.
Just 'cause, like, you know,
이대로 가면 안 되죠. 방향을 바꿔서
I have-
밑쪽으로 돌아갈 준비했습니다.
하지만 지금 박정석 선수가
Slayer's Boxer fans, the headbands.
옵점으로 단찰하고 있기
I have
때문에
18 more years of game knowledge
over
over what Boxer has right now, you know?
이건 뭐
I mean, right now in 2002.
박정석.
Now, I don't know that much about those 18 years, and I'm not like an expert, but
다시 한번 박정석 선수 병력 3점 중앙 쪽으로 내려오고 있습니다.
예, 마인 제거용으로 질럿을 2개씩 던집니다.
what race do I play?
많으니까요.
I play all the races.
많으니까 많아요.
I kind of specialized in Zerg for a little while, so if anything, I would say I'm a Zerg player, but I've always just played random or just picked whatever race I felt like at the time. So I've never really
이거는 예.
specialized in a way where I feel like, oh, I'm this race.
박정석 이렇게 다수의 질럿과 드라곤 기본 물량을 확보해 놓은 이후에 고급 유닛을 생산하고 있습니다. 박정석.
있죠.
Yeah, right? If I played Zerg, I might know how to micro and like 2002 Boxer would be like, what's going on?
예, 이제는 게릴라전으로
How is he doing this with his mutas?
쓸수 있는
Or just like build orders and stuff like that, you know?
넘어섰다고 보입니다.
Simple builds.
자, 시즈된 상태. 그 옆에 질럿이 두드리고 있습니다. 드랍십.
Oh no.
드랍십 살아 돌아가기 쉽지 않을 듯.
Lost a dropship for no reason.
이묘한 지금까지 계속 수세적인
You can see
공격을
they're just kind of
경기
slower paced. The game is slower paced and there's more little mistakes and stuff like that.
박정석 선수 예.
웬 드라곤이 이렇게 많습니까? 그리고 자 캐논을
But box and it's
심어놓고
less macro oriented. But Boxer's micro is still amazing.
유닛이 너무 많죠, 박정수 선수.
자 이면 선수
His micro is always amazing.
두 개씩, 세 개씩 이런 식으로 돌아다니면서 게릴라전을 펼치면 그거는 테란이 커맨드 센터 두 개만 있어도 충분합니다.
네.
예,
I think that's a good way of putting it, Neo.
가지고도 그런 게릴라전에는 예, 다 대비를 할 수가 있어요. 예, 그리고 뭐 지금 보고
Slower
마인만 가지고도 사실
and less optimized, but with the same main ideas.
예,
There's the Arbiter.
지금 뭐 스테시스를 이용하겠죠. 얼리는 쪽으로요.
Is he gonna stay? He's got a lot of units that could get a nice stasis on.
예, 특별한
Is Boxer on 3 bases?
예.
상대편의 자 전면을 공격하면서 뒷면은 이렇게 질러.
What the hell?
이면 선수의 신경을
Random zealot drop in the main, and Boxer had a tank in his main.
Kind
of bizarre.
아시겠지만 리콜을 당했을 경우에 상당히 어려워질 수 있습니다.
예, 그리고 뭐 리콜이나
But even like when you see their first person view, they're moving slower. Their movements aren't as frantic with high APM as you'd expect, you know. Reach is going up to 7 gateways.
오늘 박정수 선수 심시티 하러 왔습니까?
야,
왜 이렇게
가득 찼어요, 다들.
자 올라갑니다. 자 박정수 선수 이제 그
I just heard the Korean caster say something about Sim City.
본진과 확장 기지 타격할 준비를
That
하고
was a
있습니다.
pretty
박정수.
beautiful arrangement of those gateways.
아 이면 선수의 벌처 게릴라 하지만은 약간의 타격을 주는데 그칩니다. 국면을 전환할 수 있을 만한 여유가 되지 않고 있습니다. 이면 선수.
지금 시점에서는 별로 이득을 못 보고 있는 상황이죠, 임현 선수.
Yeah,
자 게이트가
yeah. PVZ is a matchup that's changed a lot.
게임 내 스타리그.
예,
But even like if you watch Reach versus Yellow in like 2003 or something like that, it still looks pretty similar. Or like Nalra or something like that. Like there was already Forge expansion. The Forge expand was already like in play even in like 2003. So I think it was similar. Like the main ideas were there. It's kind of interesting that it's come all the way around. That like in the really old days, Protoss used to sometimes go gateway first and get zealots against Zerg, and then it went away from that, and it became like the Forge fast expand was like the only thing that you did versus Zerg unless you were cheesing, and now it's come back around where players are going with zealots first again, but in a more modern way, and they're going, you know, zealots harassment into expansion or something like that into Forge and cannons later. That's the slowest recall ever. He didn't even recall on top of anything good. Oh man. Oh man. 1998 was wacky. 1998 was super weird. I haven't seen very many games from like. Actually, I don't know if I've ever even seen a tournament game from 1998. But like I've seen a couple from like 99, 2000, and they are something else. They are something completely else. Oh, that's a big crowd. This must be a finals or something actually.
지금 들어가나요, 박정석 선수?
네, 박정석 이제 상대편에게 항복선을 받아내기 위해 들어갑니다. 이면 선수도 그래 마지막 1절을 준비 중. 박정석.
예, 아마도 유닛 수가
Yeah, this looks like a modern PvZ almost right now. Except there's no tanks. Boxer's just getting overrun, but very similar looking. Dude, the old sci-fi uniforms are so cool. Yeah, Mantos is just running all over Boxer. Look at the minimap too. Boxer's been contained to his bottom left corner, and Reach has been expanding all over the place.
이묘한 선수 그래도 악착같이 잘 막아내는군요.
제가 볼 때는 임요한 선수 가스가 이제는 부족한 상황이 되지 않았나 이런 생각이 듭니다.
하지만 진짜 이 테란이 멀티 한 2개 정도 먹었을 때 끝까지 웅크리고 끝끝내 버티면 그게 진짜 기적처럼 역전되는 경우도 있어요. 그 프로토스가 유닛 쏟아붓다가
지금 임요한 선수. 자,
Oh, Boxer actually has a lot more tanks now. And there's the vultures too. Is he gonna hold this?
던지면서 방어하고 있습니다.
올리 질럿이 아니라 올리 드래곤이
Nope.
아니라 질럿들이 달라붙었죠.
No, I don't think he is.
질럿 뒤쪽에 있습니다. 임요한 선수 모든 자원을 다 동원해서 막아내고 있습니다만 과연
No.
박정희 선수 이번
I guess it looks like he's gonna hold, but he lost so much stuff there.
맞기 어려운 상황이죠.
자, 임요한 선수 경기 승패에는 이미 임요한 선수 뉘를 달았을 겁니다. 가장 좋은 연습 상대가 지금
Oh,
아니었습니까?
Boxer counter dropping the bottom right at the same time.
이러면서 손을 푸는 거죠. 이면 선수도 이 경기를 내가 이길 거다라는 생각을 많이는 안 할 것 같습니다. 그러니까 이면 선수는 아무리 힘든 상황에서도 졌다는 생각 거의 안 하거든요.
They should freeze Boxer for when humanity needed him.
있어라는 생각은 별로 안 들 것 같아요. 하지만
If it's like a
3경기를 위해서 손을 푸는 의미도 있는
Ender's
겁니다.
Game scenario, right? Where you have like this,
컨트롤이 얼마나 먹힐지 연습해 보고 있을 겁니다.
you have smart humans controlling the armies out in space or whatever. You just put Boxer in control, right? He'd own everything.
경력 계속 나오고 있죠.
이면 선수 테란의 황제답게 안방에서 그대로 주저앉지 않습니다. 이면
Oh, rip probes.
그거 맞고 밀고 나가는 거 보세요.
자, 이묘 하나의 유닛이 있을 때까지 경기를 공격하면서 보내고 있는 이묘한 점점 더 위로 올라가고 있어. 다시 한번 모습을 보이고 있는.
Yeah, I was, honestly, I was expecting this to look more wonky. Again, still very slower pace, but I'm still surprised that it looks kind of normal. Oh, he didn't have a scan off. The Zealots got on right on top of the tanks. I mean, Boxer keeps like kind of coming close to even, but he can't keep holding on over and over again. There's the GG. Was there a DT in there? He's like wiping his eyes off. So I'm trying to think of like, how would you, how would I find a game from like 2000 or something like that? How would I check what the oldest VOD is, you know? Games. Let's just try this. Let's just do games. And all right, this will work. All right, so let's do sort by date in descending order or ascending order. So here's the oldest games in TLPD. And some of them have VODs. All right, so let's watch. And this is 1999. Skelton, who was very good in those days, versus Taney, who maybe he was, but I just don't recognize him. All right, here's 1999, guys. By the way, the guys on the left and the right are the same guys. They've been casting since '99. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. What's up, fam? How's it going, Jumperer? Is that like you're the emperor of jumping? Alright, let's skip forward here to the game. Where's the game? Look at the graphics, by the way. Look at these 1999 computer graphic background. How elite is that? It's actually pretty good. Better than I would expect. Kachung is in the house. Nick Lanks, by the way. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Diggity come at you with another Starcraft commentary. I think you might be in the wrong chat, sir. I think you might be in the wrong chat. Alright, where's the game at? Here we go. Alright, so here's a PVZ from 1999.
봉중구 선수의 진영입니다. 자, 지금 맵을 좀 보시죠. 맵은 어떤 맵입니까?
아슈리고라는 맵은
Neo W63 has a nice nick length.
맵이라고 할까요?
네.
굉장히 레더가 많이 진행되는 맵이 있는데 그 맵하고 어느 정도 유사한 측면도 많이 있어요. 지상으로부터 이렇게 솟아 있는
Sorry you've missed my live streams. No worries.
좁은 소로를 통해서 올라갈 수 있기 때문에 올라갈 수밖에 없기 때문에 거기를 갖다 수비하기가 좋고 그리고 바로
So this is interesting that this is 1999. This is before, like, look at his costume here, right?
올라갈 수밖에 없기
They've got like this sci-fi background. Actually, let me go back to see if they show the players beforehand. Here we go. That's the stuff I'm talking about.
새로운 스타로 떠오른 프로
1999 intro sequence. Okay, I missed all this. We needed to watch all this. Hold on.
정도로 흥분이 되고 있습니다. 자, 그러면 이 두 선수를 화면으로
I gotta watch this intro. Like scenes from battles from games, like mixed in with like cutscenes from the campaign in low FPS. Wow. Old replays make you think. Okay, hold on a sec. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the sci-fi battle arena that they're playing in. And yeah, they're like 5 feet from each other. Oh man. I think that's Skeleton on the left. I'm not sure though. I'm not actually sure. Look at this. And then they bring in the fog machines. Epic. Later on, so this is interesting. This is 99. If you go to like 2001, they're actually wearing these like sci-fi spacesuits with like shoulder pads and stuff too. It's kind of insane. Yeah, you can stare at your opponent and psych them out. All right, so let's skip back forward again a little bit here. And now we've seen this. Look at that. Look at that arena. That's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, in 1999, if I went back to 1999, I could probably be a pro gamer. Like 98, 99 or something like that. Because it was so, people were so bad then. And people didn't know the meta at all. Like what worked against what really. Like they did a little bit, but like a little bit of knowledge right now would, I think, go a long way. Even in just like if you went back in time and you're like, oh, I know that macro exists. I'm gonna macro at all. Right? Like that would be a major advantage, that you would know that macro is a thing. They just didn't understand what macro was in 1999. Mathu. Mathu? Thank you for the follow. Not sure how that's pronounced. It makes me think of mouth, but it's like also includes the word ma, which is a synonym for mouth, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if that's what your intention was though. Sick, you get to catch us live. Glad you could make it. I'm actually probably only going to be watching like one, maybe two more games after this. Probably one more game after this, though, no. Because I've been really, really tired today. So I'm like feeling kind of zonked. I don't want to stream for super long. Matthew just sounds like it. Sounds good, man. Well, I like the mouth angle of it at the very least. It makes me happy. So now we have 3 zealots running across the map. See, like I said, this is PVZ, and he's actually attacking with 3 zealots and 4 probes. What is going on, guys? He's attacking with 4 probes with his zealots. What? He's attacking with 4 probes. Oh man. Here he goes. Running in. He's gonna go after the sunken colony with some of the zealots. And the lings with some of the zealots and the probes. And he's gonna lose all of them because he didn't target fire any of them. Did they know that probe plus 2 zealot hits kills a ling? Maybe, but you would never attack with 4 probes ever. Like, just keep the at this stage in the game. It's too early. The probes are being to be such better use just mining. Because when it's 4 probes and 3 zealots, like if you have 1 zealot and 1 probe, it makes a big difference because you can target fire the lings really easy. But when there's massive lings and a bunch of zealots and several probes, like you can't focus enough to make sure that you got 2 zealot hits on that ling and then switch to the other ling and then target with a probe. It's just like you can't do that. Yeah, he saw the sunken colony and all the lings and he's like, I'm gonna attack anyway. I don't care. And now, is that he putting a cannon above his high ground with zealots on the ramp? Oh man. 1999 was crazy. Yeah, the setups look pretty crazy. They might have scuffed them up on purpose to make it look more hardcore and gritty and sci-fi futuristic, though. Like, it might be part of the look on purpose. He did it in practice. I don't know, man. Yeah, the probes had minerals, too. That was so funny. They're like, we're carrying our minerals in the battle. We're gonna swing minerals at the Zerglings. Oh man, this game just feels really slow too. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I just have like an eternal clock on the door. Oh, look at the background. I didn't realize his chair has a face on it. It's insane. Oh man, he's getting a Nexus and a Citadel. It did look a little Zerg inspired, yeah. That could have been a Hydralisk chair. Yeah, man, I wish I had that. Dude, if I had that chair, I would stream in that chair, man. I would sit in that chair, have a big freaking Hydralisk face behind me while I'm streaming. That'd be sick. Screw these newfangled, you know, high-priced esports chairs. Give me a Zerg throne to sit on. This is so crazy. So he's made Zerglings now. I'm sorry, Mutalisks. And this is pre-Corsair. This is before Protoss figured out that they need to make Corsairs against Zerg. Okay, now he's making Stargates. A Stargate and a Templar Archives, but it's like a little bit late. He's gonna lose all of the probes in his main. What does he have to battle them with? Zealots! Oh my gosh. Oh boy. And it's only like 4 Mutalisks. It's only 4 Mutalisks. He didn't see this coming at all, so he's making Dragoons to battle the Mutalisks. Oh man, 2002 was crazy. And now he's just straight up attacking the mutas with his Dragoons, while the mutas straight up attack the cannons. Now there's a Corsair in play. It's actually not terrible video quality, by the way, for 1999. It's like, oh no, 1 Corsair! He's literally ignoring the Corsair and attacking probes as it kills his Mutalisks. Yeah, I think we could probably go pro in 1999 based on this kind of gameplay. If I was teleported back to 1999, I would win the OSL. I'm pretty sure of it now. Actually, the OSL didn't exist yet, but you get the idea.
아주 좋은 승기를 잡았는데 이거 좀 날려버렸네요.
He's kind of microing his Corsairs pretty well, actually. Yeah, in the span of 2 years, they went from this to Boxer. I mean, Boxer started playing in actually like 2000, I think. So it wasn't even that big of a time period. Well, this is 1999. When let me check when this game was. This is October of 99. So Brood War has been out for less than a year. Less than a year that Brood War has been out, I think, because I think Brood War came out in November or December of 1998. So like, the game's not very old at all. I would have almost expected this to be like May or something like that, though. Something even earlier in the year. Oh, he's got even more mutas. No Scourge, though. No Scourge, just mutas. And he still doesn't have a cannon in the main. He's finally getting a cannon. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Why? Look, he's running his zealots in here for some reason. Why is he running? Run your zealots towards the enemy base, dummy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say dummy. This is just like ridiculous, though. But like, if this was what is he's attacking his nexus with his zealots by accident. Did you guys see that? He literally started attacking his nexus with his zealots. Like, if you're gonna do anything with the zealots, attack the Zerg expansion with them or something like that. Oh man. Yeah, the Zerg has this game now, I think. I bet, who knows, it's 1999, who knows what's gonna happen. Yeah, Zerg's doing some good stuff. Well, he's doing some right things, but he didn't get Scourge. If he got in Scourge, he would have been able to kill the Corsairs really easily, you know? I feel like if you teleported Jaedong, like 2009 Jaedong, to 1999, he could 1v2. He could just beat 2 players at once, probably, at this rate. Yeah, this player, the Zerg player, Skeleton, I think he actually wins this tournament. So he's actually one of the better players in 1999, but it is 1999, so... GG. Look at that 99 graphics where they freeze frame his face. Pro Gamer Korea Open, they just said. Oh, that's what it says in the background. Pro Gamer Korea Open. That's what it actually literally says in Korean characters. So that's what the name of this tournament was. It was like a very early tournament. I wonder how they got this job. Like, how did these casters get to cast the first StarCraft tournament? You know? It's kind of weird. Yeah. So do you guys want to watch more old school stuff from 1999? Or do you want to skip forward and watch something with pixels in it? Or do you like watch some, you know, some Jaedong or something like that? Let's see. Skeleton. I'm like looking here at the game list here of this tournament, see if I was right about Skeleton winning it. No, Freemura versus the Boy was the final, so Skeleton didn't get that far, but he was still one of the better players from back then. What do you guys want to watch? If we were doing like maybe one more game. Watch the finals of the event? Okay. That's a good call. It's a ZVZ though. Freemura, oh wait, the Boy? Why does it say Freemura was Terran in one of these and Zerg in the other one? Did he switch between Zerg and Terran? Or it's some kind of glitch? Alright, let's find out. Ah, here's that intro again. Gur is one of the foreigners, yes. Did he have his name in the list here? I don't think Gur played in the first one. See, look, Boxer is in 2000. This is the 2000s, and Boxer is already playing in the games in January of 2000. So Boxer didn't start very long after that. And then he just killed everyone. Canadian represent, yep. Nice. Oh man, see, look at their jackets. They do have sort of sci-fi costumes going on with their jackets. It's so cool. And there's like alien plants in the background and rocks and shit. Oh man. Wish there was a Brood War documentary like the Smash Bros. Media had one. There's been a couple StarCraft documentaries, but they weren't. They may not have been the kind like you're talking about. But there's been a couple different like smaller documentaries. There was one about WCG where they followed Zelos around. There was, I think there was one about Tastosis, right? I never actually saw it, even though I got interviewed by the guy who made it. But I don't think I actually ever got around to seeing it. So this is Zerg versus Zerg. All right. Well, let me check this real quick. So this is ZVZ. Which one did I pick? Yeah, it says that he's Zerg. Now this other game. Is he actually Terran in this game? Because it says he's Terran in the TLPD, but it might just be a glitch. He did. He played. He's switched back and forth. All right, let's watch this game instead then, because this is actually a TVZ, which is going to be a little bit more interesting, I think. So it looks like he actually plays Terran. He switched races between games. Right? I think that's what happened. It may have been that he wanted to play a Terran on certain maps or something like that. Yeah, there he is. He's Terran in this game. So he was a race picker. That's weird because some people in the old days were what they called race pickers, but they would pick based on the matchup, not the map. So they would play, oh, I'm versus Zerg, I'm gonna play Protoss versus Zerg. So they would be like, they'd be like a Zerg player who always plays Protoss against other Zergs or something like that. They would be race picker like that. Usually only 2 races. But I've never heard of someone changing their race in the same matchup. And it may have been map-based. I'm not sure if it had to do with the map. Because there was a lot more different weird maps that had different advantages to them back then. A lot of island maps back then, so like maybe he plays Terran on island maps or something like that. I don't know. Hey, Judy Tuna! I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, I should look up Judy, see what she's up to. I haven't talked to her in a little while. How you doing? I was just like, man, I haven't talked to Judy in way too long. I wonder what she's up to. I remember you stopped in my chat like a few months ago or something like that. But I've just been like really traveling a lot in kind of crazy places, so I haven't like been able to stop and I don't know. Well, let's do a StarCraft event. Heck yeah. Minor detail though, I'm currently in Washington State. Sorry. But I mean, I could come down to California for an event though. I might be in California in August. If we want to do something in August. Like mid-August. Are you in, wait, someone said SoCal event. Are you still in, the Bay Area? Eudaimonia closed! No! Oh, that sucks. And so many freaking places closed because of the pandemic. Are they? They're not. You know, now that things are opening back up more, they're not going to come back. Like they closed down for good. I gotta change this window here, by the way. Justice. There we go. Games of Berkeley is still going. They moved some years ago, really close to campus. They closed and moved out. Oh man. Well, what kind of event do you want to do? Actually, the event where people just hang out and talk about Starcraft. Yeah, I'm going to a family reunion in Southern Oregon in the beginning of August, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna be halfway to California. But it depends on what I'm up to at that point in time. I don't know if I'm gonna have a place to live by that point in time, because I'm actually currently staying with family right now in Washington, and I'm looking for my own place. So like if I have to move in August, like I might not be able to pull off a trip, basically, you know. I'm not sure. Yeah, we could just do like a random old school Brood War meetup or something, you know? Wait, did you just at yourself? Or were you trying to at someone else? I was like, wait a minute. I wasn't sure if you were trying to like make a joke, like if I added you, would you come? And you would say yes or so. I don't know. So I was confused. You're old. Dude, I'm turning 40 this year. I'm old. I'm so boomer. You're in LA? Dude, I was actually in LA until 6 months ago. I left LA, or actually more than 6 months now. I left LA, yeah, December of last year. You turned 39? What? Dude, I thought you were younger than that. I mean, not like super young, but I thought you were younger than that for some reason. Well, maybe if you turn 39 before October, then we'll be the same age for a minute. Because I turned 40 in October. Yeah, there's a lot of good esports in SoCal, man. In LA, you're just immature. No, you're just young looking. What's the word the term that people use? You what did they say, like age nicely or whatever? Age gracefully. You age gracefully. By the way, we're seeing a Valkyrie used against Mutalisks in 1999, by the way. And it's standing in place and not being microed and dying to Mutalisks instead of running away to the turret. Oh, no, he ran it away. Okay. Okay, he's actually microing it. Nice. Oh, he's still going to lose it. Maybe? Maybe not. No, that's not the term I was looking for. Think quick. The rockets look different? They might. This is 1999. They did balance patches on StarCraft up until like 2003. So they could have done something with the rockets between 99 and now. I don't know. Anyway, well, if you're in the East Bay, if I'm in the area, I'll let you know. And even if we don't make a meetup out of it, we can hang out maybe. Because it'd be cool to see you again. After I left Korea, I feel a little bit bad, but like after I left Korea, I was so burnt out. Oh, look at that camera angle. Oh, so elite. Can you imagine trying to play a pro StarCraft game in the finals of a tournament and someone's sticking a camera underneath your legs and zooming in on you like that? Like, where's that shot? Here we go. Wouldn't that be distracting as heck? But I was just gonna say, like, I feel a little bad that, like, you know, I've been out of touch for a long time, but, like, after I left Korea, I was so burnt out on esports that I kind of, like, I didn't burn any bridges, but I, like, didn't upkeep the bridges either, you know? I just, like, kind of stopped talking to people for a long time. And I wish I hadn't, but I was just so in such a bad place mentally regarding esports stuff that I kind of was like, I just got to put esports behind me for a while. So it's been nice to get back in touch with people last year or so. Like Future, for example. What's up, bro? How's it going? We're watching Star League Finals from 1999, and it is wild. Yeah, those aren't the chairs great? The chairs are amazing.
막을 대책이 없어요. 드랍을 했습니다. 드랍을 해서 멀티를 시도하는 국기봉 선수입니다. 일단 국기봉 선수의 멀티.
Any post-COVID Brood War events need those chairs. Yeah, this is so crazy. That's like 7 Valkyries. He's made 7 Valkyries. This is, hold on a sec. This is like 8 minutes into the game, and the Zerg just made a second base. AR3L, was APM a thing? No, it wasn't. These guys probably had like 100, 150 APM or something like that. Which is admittedly more than I have now. Usually I have under 100 APM, but still, yeah, these guys were probably not. I mean, who knows? Maybe they had less than 100 APM back then too, but look at this. I can't believe I'm saying this sentence. He made spore colonies to defend against the Valkyries. And now he's doing a Hydralisk drop. And guess what? He has no defense, because he made all Valkyries instead of real units. There's Hydralisks dropping in his main. He's just killing everything with Hydras. And he's lifting his buildings. Wow. Alpha is old school. He knows this map. Snowbound. It's Terran favored. That must be why this guy is he's a race picker. We were talking about this earlier, where he actually picked Terran on this map. He plays Zerg in the first game, and then he picked Terran for this map, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, killing the overlords in the main, but not stopping the drops. So bad in comparison. But again, yeah, they were just babies. They were still learning how to walk in Starcraft. This is just hard to watch, though. It's so bad. Slayer's Boxer in 2000 was 18 years old and innovated a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that Boxer was in 2000. He was shortly after this, when Boxer first kind of got started. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he and Yellow and Nalra, like, some of these early players are famous because they showed the way. They showed what was possible. They really innovated and came up with new strategies and stuff like that. And that's why they were so fun to watch, you know, back in the day. Elky was 19. Balanced PVT island map called Cherry. Yeah, that's cool that you know this stuff, man. I don't. Maybe you could tell us which. I think we're gonna watch one more game, a boxer game after this from 2000, and see how that fares up. But look at this, he's floating his base. He's floating it. Oh man. I mean, and that's why this is an island map, so that's why he made his second. The Zerg made his second base pretty late. But yeah, now he's like dropping hydras in the supply line as he's trying to rebuild. He's actually gonna fight it off with SCVs though. The Zerg player kicked him under the table. They were that close, weren't they? Future, I don't know if you're still here. Are you gonna be streaming this evening? Boxer was 20 in 2000. Okay. There's the GG. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess better than like a 14-year-old, yeah. But like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 through even like 23, I don't think there's any difference. All right, so let's go back to here. So let's watch a boxer game. Oh, there's no VODs for these boxer games though. Let's see. We gotta find a game that there's a VOD for. Let's see if we can find an early boxer game. There's no early games. Oh man, that's kind of interesting that there's actually a lot of VODs for this first tournament. The Pro Gamer Korea Open. But then this 2000 tournament, there's not a lot there. Let's see if we can find. So here's OSL. Maybe the 2000 OSL will have some VODs. Come on. Load. Nope. There's a lot of prelim games here. Oh, I probably should have put it on. This is just all games ever. It's not restricted at all. Here's the OSL, and the first OSL, and there's still no VODs available on here. Hall of Valhalla island map. Right now I'm just trying to find any old VODs, and there's like nothing from this time period in Team Liquid Player Database, at least. Oh, here we go. Here's some VODs. So here we go. Hot Forever versus Gur. I think this is the first OSL finals right here. Hot Forever versus Gur. So we could watch that, or we could watch Into the Rain versus Boxer from GameQ Star League. So what do you guys think? You want to watch Gur versus Hot Forever from 2000, or you want to watch Boxer from the finals? Gur's the Guillaume Patry. He's the French player. Oh, that's kind of funny. It's his name is written in like Hangulized English. It says Guillaume Patry. Guillaume Patry in Korean. That's kind of funny. What do you guys think? I don't think there's no I don't see any of these games from Valhalla. Can you guys not see the map? Link to the TL page? Sir, I just went to Team Liquid Player Database and I just literally clicked on games and then sorted. I guess I type it in here. tl.net/tlpd/Korean/games. I guess you have to click the sort yourself, but I just clicked on date and clicked I guess it's like page 7. Sorry, I don't have the chat open on this computer. I guess I can just open the chat. But I'm lazy also. Exciting time. The skill divide between Korea and foreign scene wasn't cemented. Yeah, for sure. KVK tours had 30K prize pools. That's pretty significant. All right, I'm not seeing anyone saying which games they want to watch, so I'm just gonna go with this Boxer game because I like Boxer. Yeah, the game list has spoilers. Sorry about that, but not. I guess you can click non-spoiler mode, I think. Yeah, you can click no spoiler, but sometimes it's glitchy. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I click the non-spoiler version. It goes to this, and it doesn't actually display properly. It's not a list, it's an RSS. Oh wait, what if I click here? JK. Ah, I could have just done that. I didn't realize. Oh well. Anyway, we got a game to watch. Let's watch this one. Boxer versus Into the Rain. So here's a TVP from 2000. Starcraft. This is gonna be the last game, I think. Spoilers from 2000, right? Check W indeed. It's like, this game was played 21 years ago. This game was played over 21 years ago, because this was in June, early June of 2000. So, you know, it's like, spoiler alert, the Titanic sinks. Spoiler alert, America won World War II. Yeah, look at the Nexus on this map, placed so far for the minerals. This is a 240p VOD. This is 240p. There's not even any commentary. This is an, wait, this is an FP VOD? This is an FP VOD. It's not even commentated. I just realized that. Recorded on VHS over the parents' wedding video. Oh my gosh, the sound is messed up too. By the way, I don't know if you're not wearing headphones, you might not realize, but I don't have almost any sound in my left headphone, and it's glitching in and out. You have to put 4 gas on workers. 4 workers on gas. I mean. Oh man, I mean most of the early maps that they played were Blizzard maps. They were just the default maps that Blizzard played, put in their thing or whatever. All right, we don't even get to see Boxer play. I'm gonna switch it up because I kind of want like a real VOD. Can I just type in 7? Go back to page 7. Yeah. So let's go back to, let's watch Gur versus Hot Forever. It looks like Gur played Terran in this game. All right. Look at these old school intros. Guys watching the King of the Hill? Is the King of the Hill on right now? It's not till later, I thought, right? I thought the Korean programmer King of the Hill was later on. Guillaume Patri입니다. Different outfits in this one. Look at this. Hold on a sec. We just gotta pause for a sec on this scene when they show the whole thing. Look at this. Look at this arena. Instead of a Zerg, theme. This is like a Protoss themed like stage or something like that, with like polygon type 3D shapes and stuff like that. Look kind of like pylons and stuff. Oh, Future redeemed Future and Judy redeemed additional pylons 15 minutes ago. I don't have any alerts set up for those, so sorry I missed it. Thank you for the pylon redemption. I don't know why I'm saying thank you for that, but I'm actually planning on, I'm gonna set up something so that the pylon redemption actually triggers a graphics on screen to pop up. I haven't gotten around to like implementing that yet though. What are you playing these days, Pardalome? I have been playing a lot of Divinity Original Sin lately, which is a turn-based strategy RPG game. I actually am playing both 1 and 2 at the same time. That's what I've been playing lately. And before that I was playing a lot of Starbound actually, which is a very different game. It's like Minecraft in space kind of a thing, but side-scroll instead of 3D. Elky said you couldn't breathe in those things. Yeah, it's really interesting to see the kind of stuff that they put into production in the early days, right? When they were still kind of trying it out, right? Let's adjust this. Oh, I gotta adjust from the other way. There we go. Fill up the screen a little bit more. Yeah, basically, Starbound is like Terraria in space. I've never played Terraria, but that's what I've heard. Cyber athletes, there they are. Look at that, and they've got this space thing in the middle, with freaking stuff spinning around in it, and electronics crap. Amazing, amazing. Oh, I've played a lot of FTL actually. I've played a lot of that. I maybe I should play more of it actually. But I've played. Let me check my Steam library, see how much of it I played. Faster Than Light, 100 hours. So that's not like a ton, but I played a decent amount of FTL. It is a good stream game. I might play that, but people know me for Starcraft, and so people don't watch my stream unless I'm playing Starcraft or doing something with Starcraft. So sometimes I stream other games also. I'm kind of not feeling like Faster Than Light lately, but Factorio. You know, I've seen that, and it didn't look very interesting to me, but that's because I think I made some assumptions about what Factorial was like. And then someone described it to me like recently, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was part of it. I don't remember what they said about it anymore, but yeah. And actually, because they were playing some other game, they recommended some other game that was like, oh, they're like, it's like Factorial, but a little bit different. And I don't remember what the other game was called. But maybe I should try Factorio. I don't know, I'm really enjoying Divinity Original Sin right now. So it's actually really well written. Like the dialogue and the story is actually pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of like my Dungeons and Dragons group kind of fell apart, and we aren't playing anymore. So like playing a game that's basically like a really good. Diggity said this about it too. One of the reasons why we decided to play it, I think, was or maybe it wasn't why we played it, but anyway, Diggity said it was a good. The Divinity is kind of like a really good implementation of like a computer game version of D&D, basically, and I would agree with that. He got Burrow, guys. He got Burrow, so he could burrow Zerglings in his opponent's base, and the Marines are now camping on top of the burrowed Zerglings. Oh my goodness. The year 2000 was great.
버로우가 저그에게 있어서 굉장히 좋은 기능이에요. 근데
This game is already way better than last PvZ, yeah.
잘 개발 안 하는 경우가 많거든요.
자, 이럴 때 만약에 저글링이 버로우가
This is the diggity build.
나와서 공격을 한다면
지금
Oh, you played DOS 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm playing DOS 1 by myself, and I'm playing DOS 2 with some friends. So when the friends are able to play, I play with them.
이때 튀어나왔으면
And when they're not available to play, I play DOS 1 by myself. It's kind of weird, but
벙커가 있으니까 저 저글링들은
I'm actually not a big fan of certain aspects of the, Why is he attacking his own supply depot? Oh, because he's blocking his own comsat. He's blocking his own comsat. That was so cheeky. He's like, oh, he's attacking his depot. I'm gonna get my Zerglings out from Unburrow. I'm gonna put him down there. You know what he should have done? He should have burrowed the Zerglings in the spot where the comsat would have gone.
히드라리스크 나왔죠.
Boom. No comsat, and he can't use comsat to kill the Zerglings. Telling you, man, I would have been a
네.
tournament winner if you teleported me back to 1999. Yeah, they definitely mucked up his headphones to make him look more space sci-fi.
일단은 지금 럴커를 이 컴셋 스테이션을 막는 한계가 있기 때문에 팩토리를 지금 건설.
Yeah, this is another weird thing where he's playing a different race, I think, on a different map.
지금 강도경 선수는 드론을 이제 다른 지역으로 이제 보내두는 거죠.
Classic foreigner move. Yeah, but we just watched the games where the Korean guy did it, where he played Terran on some maps and Zerg on some maps. He switched back and forth.
자, 럭커
So, but you saw in the list that
예, 저 머린 메딕은 막죠.
he does play. Where's the list?
그리고 스타포트를 짓고 있는 기욤 패트리.
There's the list. So he plays Protoss for the other 4 games, but he plays Terran for the first game for some reason.
그 머린 메딕에 갈게
Not sure why.
드는데 말이죠.
자, 강도경 선수와 기욤 패트리 선수의 하나로 통신배 투니버스 스타리그 결승전 경기 5차전
Scarlet has been switching races
운명이 걸린 한판.
in Starcraft 1 or Starcraft 2.
럴커를 이용해서 시간을 버는데 이용을 해야 되겠죠.
Because didn't she switch or start playing Brood War or something like that? Ooh, those lurkers.
그렇죠.
러쉬를 오는 마린 메딕을 공격합니다.
뭐 기욤 선수는
In StarCraft 2? Okay.
없고요.
Now, does she race pick?
머린 메딕을
Or does she switch races? Like, did she play like different races in different matchups or different maps in the same tournament? Or just like, you know, because a lot of players play other races just kind of for fun when they're laddering and stuff like that, right?
다른 방법을 모색해야 되거든요.
탱크 나왔고요.
아, 네.
강도현 선수 너무
I thought recently Scarlet had taken up StarCraft 1 and was like playing more StarCraft 1 stuff lately.
사이언스 패스기 나온다.
Like actually in a legit tournament, okay.
강도경 선수.
But did she play like all Protoss through the tournament? Or did she play
없죠.
like Protoss for the first game and then Zerg for the second game or whatever?
네.
미사일 터렛의 어떤 시야가 미치지 않는 곳에 러커를
분산해서.
Just a highlight. Okay. I don't know. That's interesting though.
아니 테란하고 경기를 할 때는
I mean, we just saw Flash get to the semifinals in ASL playing random, so you know, if you're good enough, anything's possible, right?
엄청나게 무지무지하게 받을 때가 있어요.
And Scarlet's really good.
그거를 이제 저 입구 쪽에 미사일 터렛 하나 있으면 몰라도 말이죠.
Again, this game just feels very slow paced, right?
탱크가 있는 상황에서
Very slow paced.
작동을 하고 있단 말이죠.
아 지금 기욤 선수 지금 저
Yeah.
스타포트 스타포트에서 지금 저 드랍십 만들었거든요.
I think the Valleys, it's definitely good for lurkers, but it could be good for Terran as well. I feel like.
올리고요, 예.
언덕 공격을 생각하는데요.
Depending, well, I guess the lurkers have the more of an advantage though, for sure.
언덕 공격을 가다가
You could just once you got Dark Swarm, you could just
봤습니다.
hop your way up the valley with Dark Swarms, and like the Terran wouldn't be able to go around it or anything like that.
예, 대여섯 기의 그저
아, 가는데
By the way, hello, Tweak from SP.
아, 언덕 탱크. 저 언덕 탱크가 상대편 본진에 직접 공격을
Tweak from South Pittsburgh.
상대편의 수비용이었던 것 같습니다. 자,
강도현 선수 되게
Or maybe it's Tweak from.
좋은 상황이에요 지금. 럴커를 다 잃었네요.
I don't know, man. I just like. Oh, from South Park. Okay. I like people's IDs online, and I always try and figure out what they mean, and I like coming up with different meanings for what people might mean. This drop is doing work, by the way.
강도경 선수
Close-up eye shot.
당했습니다. 기욤 패트리 선수
Boxer Marine Micro there. No, this is Gur Marine Micro. Told you a long time ago to fix your YouTube link. Oh. Well, thank you. I do remember that. I didn't remember your name because I'm terrible. He straight up just killed the lair? I mean, I don't know what else he's gonna do. He's just like, I'm just gonna kill your lair and kill your spire. And then he leaves the game. The confetti! They dumped confetti on him! It's not even the end of the series, it's just the first game. I think, right? They're playing like triumphant music. Is that wasn't the last game, was it? Maybe it was the last game. He looked like he was packing up at the end. I might be confused. What did it say at the beginning? They don't have any overlays. Oh, for round 5, that was the last game. So that was guys, that was the last game of the first OSL, and he switched to Terran for the last game because the games were in reverse order. And this is how they celebrate the end of the finals of the first ever OSL. Two little bursts of confetti. And the casters are like, and he wins the game, hooray. Like, no audience, no. Which is surprising. Or at least there's no audio from the audience. There might be an audience there that they just can't see him. Oh my goodness. USA, he's from Canada, dude. Look how, do you hear how unexcited the casters are? Compared to like, the Korean casters going absolute ape shit when someone wins the Star League now. A lot has changed, ladies and gentlemen. A lot has changed. It's always fun to go back and see what things were like in the old days, though. This was from 2000. I think it was June of 2000 or something like that. So, that's kind of funny, though. All right. Anyway, I'm like I said, I'm pretty tired today. And so I think I'm gonna end the stream there. But again, those of you that are joining me for the first time, thank you for coming. Good to see everybody. Good to see people again that I haven't seen in a little while. If you want to do this again, I do this every Saturday afternoon and every Wednesday evening. So I'll be back in a few days on Saturday, and we'll do some more game watching action. We usually don't watch these early games, but it was fun to take a little trip down. Not even memory lane, because I don't even remember this far back, and like just see what the old school stuff was like and see how laughable the players played back in the early days. But yeah, good to see you, Judy. I'll even if I don't catch you on stream, I'll talk to you again soon, hopefully. He plays with a watch on, a metal watch. Yeah, man, back when people wore watches, back in the early 2000s. Starcraft paleontology. That's exactly what's going on. Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and raid Artosis because I think he's doing his King of the Hill stream or whatever pretty soon. So if you're interested, you can go watch some Artosis. Wait, unless Diggity, are you Diggity? I saw Diggity in chat a second ago. Oh, Diggity's gonna play Black Mesa. All right, so I'm gonna I'll raid Diggity because Diggity's cooler than Artosis. have to say that. I'm gonna raid Diggity. So if you want to go watch our Toasters play more StarCraft and do that, obviously you can. But I'm gonna raid Diggity so you can all go watch him play some Black Mesa. And how are you in my chat when you're streaming? By the way, debatable. No, there's no debate for me. There's no debate for me. Our Toasters banned me. Can you raid someone else? Yeah, we're gonna raid Diggity. There's a few people playing StarCraft right now, but I don't know most of them. I don't usually like to raid people I don't know, just because I kind of want to make sure I'm raiding someone that's legit. But anyway, I know Diggity. Diggity's legit. He's gonna play Black Mesa, which is like Half-Life 1 remastered, so it's appropriate. Anyway, I'm gonna peace out. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. I'm gonna be back on Saturday, and maybe I will stream some other games in the meantime in the next few days. But probably not, because I got other stuff I need to take care of. But have a good one. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.